Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
Hello, everybody. How we doing tonight? It's me, Chris Lane Sr., and I'm here on the happy hour with you folks. So welcome to Thursday. And that was me on that song, which was not my intent, but the song that I had queued up just sat there and sat there and sat there, and it wouldn't play. And so that was plan C. But anyway, a song that I will not be playing at Sunfest this weekend, Saturday. Might get played, but I'm not playing it. Just saying. Welcome, everybody. Man, I'll just tell you, I made it by the skin of my teeth for this show. I roared down across Denver, literally, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes, but made it with 5 minutes to spare before the show. But again, I want to point out, this is how much I care for you folks. The Avalanche are playing tonight, Game 3 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Excuse me, they're playing the LA Kings, and they're already up 1-0. Gabe Landeskog just scored a moment ago, so this is good. And many of you came from the Ice Puck Challenge from Gary Hubb's channel. And wasn't that fun, boys and girls? I love the Ice Puck Challenge. Matter of fact, I kept it queued up. We'll probably play it again later in the show because it's just so much, it's good, wholesome fun for a Canadian guy to play music, drink beer in a parking lot, and then fire ice punks at a sink. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it? I don't think it does. So let's say hi to some folks. Let's say, I guess I'll turn the comments on. I'm ambivalent about the comments. And you know what? I bet we got the damn leaderboard going, don't we? Don't we? Let me just see what's going on. Look at that. Effing leaderboard. Okay, it's dead. The leaderboard is dead to me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I knew that something would be happening that caused me, and there's me freezing while I work on it. But now I'm back. I knew there would be something that I screwed up because I had to work today across town. This is my first official function, the editor of the magazine, as the new editor of the magazine, and this convention, and it's a relatively small, it's probably 150 people or less, but these are hardcore readers, and so I wanted to meet them in person, although I probably know 90% of them already, but they wanted to come by and say hi, and congratulations, and those are big shoes to fill and all that, and luckily I wear my flip-flops, and I just picked up my foot and go, luckily I have a big foot, so I can fill those shoes. But it is literally on the west side of town. It's normally 45 minutes to an hour away. I got down from the show tonight in 38 minutes, so the traffic was light, thank goodness. Otherwise, the show would have started late. But again, let's say hi to people. Shelley is here. Welcome. My moderator, Cole Daker, how are you? The Dog Paw, woof. Let's see who else is here. I see people dangling in. Adorable Anarchy, thank you for coming. I'd love to tell everyone how wonderful you were on the show today, but I have no idea because I was working. But I will be checking out the replay because I am looking forward to learning more about you. I love your channel. Go over there with some frequency and check out what you're doing. So I'll be checking out that interview, and I'm sure it was a great interview because Jade is fantastic at doing that. She makes people very comfortable and manages to really probe them without being nosy, just to sets an environment where the artist feels very comfortable, and maybe you'll agree with me on this, Adorable. You feel very comfortable and you're happy to share, and it's a good environment. Oh, oh, to Dom's channel. That explains a few things. So if you're still on Dom's channel because of the dump, come on over here. You can find me on my channel. But hi, Gary Hubbs. That was fun. And, okay. Yeah, I see. YouTube has had issues. Well, yeah, I'm 0 for 1 on that. Uh, and there's Lori's Mishmash. Hi. I don't know if he'll be around tonight or not. We'll see. There's the Mix Club, who got sent away, but figured it out. And let's see who else. I know I saw some new people. I'm up in the chat already. Da-da-da-da. That's the stalling while I scroll. There's Poison Whales. What's going on? How are you tonight? A faithful viewer of the show, which is much appreciated. There's Les Nagy. G'day to you. One of our Down Under listeners. Good to see you. And scrolling, continuing to scroll. Mountain Man, what's going on? Yeah, it is always something, isn't it? Jerry Gomes, what's going on? How are you doing? Yes, the misdirected dump. I'm glad I didn't have to clean up the misdirected dump mess. I'm here to tell you. And there's James Myers drums, which are the song that he and I worked on together. Got played on Thomas's show last night, and it was good. And hey, without further ado, we have a special guest who I know is on a bit of a time constraint. So everybody say hi to the aforementioned moderator extraordinaire and hockey playing Canadian dude. It's Gary Hubbs.
Woo! Hey, Chris. How's it going?
What? It's going good. How you doing?
After an introduction like that, I'm doing pretty damn good.
I speak nothing but the truth.
I feel lathered up. Thank you.
Well, it was fun. That video cracked me up. That was creative as all get out, and that was good stuff, man.
What made it work was that the commentary was strong, right? So it was really good.
Hey, in my secret fantasy life, I'm a broadcaster doing games, and if it wasn't for my terrible potty mouth, I might have had a shot at it, but you can't drop the F-bomb all the time on national TV, so no. I would not be in strong consideration for that job.
No, they don't like that on television very
no,
much. No,
I know my sports. Good commentator, but yeah, nobody wants to hear the F-bomb every other.
Probably not a lot of F-bombs in the train magazines either, I'm thinking.
We try and keep them to a minimum.
Quoting an old-timer maybe, but other than that...
those old railroaders were salty dudes. I'm here to tell you. There ain't no doubt about it, but...
That's too funny.
So how's Gary today? You had a very successful premiere there. And what else you been up to?
I'm working that oddball shift, that Thursday shift. So here I am. My oddball shift fell on my birthday this year, which fell on a Thursday. And I said, I do not want any part of that. So I made a trade with a coworker, and this is the day that I take. So
yeah, that works out.
Yeah. And I had people floating around the room up until a few minutes ago. And I was like, you know what? Now that it's quiet, I'm going to chill. I'm going to sit back.
Very good. Well, it's always great when you can join me on the show live and in a lighted environment. Often you're either in the parking lot or hiding in the dark. And so this is great. This is the well-lit Gary Hubbs.
Yes.
Warm, in a sheltered environment, not out in the elements.
No.
This is good stuff.
Still looking out for people, though. But
yeah, always. I was sharing some of the print stories with my wife because, of course, she's been married to me forever and she understands that. And I was sharing the one read across that you showed me, and then the 22-page pamphlet.
Yes. I'll use my one-sided paper, and I don't know.
Yeah, for those of you who are not printaholics like myself and Gary, you have to do them in multiples of 4, folks, because that's how paper works.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of another guy working, I've got the warehouse crew here. I've got shelves, and hey, there's Coldacre.
What? How you going?
Okay, well, try not to burn the chat down, folks, because both my moderaters are here right now. And,
no, I can still moderate on the laptop here. It's all good.
Okay, see how, this guy, hardcore, right?
Oh, man, showing me up.
Good stuff. How are you, Coldy?
I'm not bad. I just got on my lunch break, so hopefully I have a few minutes just to eat something and talk to you guys. If I disappear really fast, it's just because there's someone who's here to want something done.
Screw with your life. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you there. Well, very pleasant.
No,
It's always lovely when you can join us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, right below me, well, no, I got to do this. I got to put him above me. There we go. Because Coldacre's the headliner of this thing. I'm just kind of early, middle, who cares? I'm go take a leak and get a beer part of the show. Coldy is the man.
Thank you. I think
So-
everyone, a headliner on these festivals, there's no headliner. It's just the person who's last.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
But I think it's very cool, and I think it's a very good. I think at the end, it's going to be strong performances, and then you are going to bring it home like nobody's business, because really people haven't seen you a whole lot. I don't think the general public knows what you're capable of, and I'm looking forward to them actually getting a long drink of Coldacre.
Oh, cool. Well, I haven't done much of my original stuff when I've been on GMA's panel, and that's usually covers. So this is all original. So, and the sound is good. It's been a bit upgraded with this Rodecaster thing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good.
Good stuff. And Gary will be not playing this festival, but doing his moderator business, which is hugely important, especially on a show that goes that long with that many people. I mean, he gets 50, 60, sometimes more than that watching at any one time. So that's a lot of chat flying. So the mods are super important for keeping things civil and throwing the links. And there's Gary throwing a link right now. Look at him. He's never off work, this guy.
Nice rack there, Colby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very similar to yours.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I'm admiring both you guys' racks. That's
got-
nice.
You guys have the clear Tupperware with the fluorescent tabs. Yeah, I like it.
Highly sophisticated stuff here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can see Gary's very print shop organized in boxes, labels, paper supplies neatly stacked by size and color, and everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's playing hooky, including you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she says, I'm here. Where is here? You're not in the green room.
Huh.
You're on the planet Earth. We know that, Lori. So Lori will be one of the presenters for Sunfest. And matter of fact, she is introducing me. And I think both her and Lisa Noel are scheduled when I'm playing. So it'll be blonde on blonde action.
Wow.
Well, blonde on blondish gray action, but
That's no way to talk about Laurie's hair.
nah, yeah, Lori's gray.
I joke.
Yeah, no. And Lori will probably have a real hair on that show. So that's always a treat. Because Lori has beautiful natural hair. She's got a little bit of a wig problem, and it's 2 years ago we were this close to an intervention, but I won't say that she still doesn't have a problem, but it's under control. She's a what do you call that? A functioning wigaholic.
Huh. We had to take care of Ron Ward first.
Yeah, I mean, Ron had to get put in. Yeah, I mean, it was a full-on wig intervention with Ron. It was getting ugly. I mean, he was under viaducts trying on wigs with strangers, and it was ugly.
I swear one day I saw a wig go to the washroom in Ron's fucking guitar case. Like, things were just out of control.
Yeah. Well, and that was the thing. I couldn't tell if it was the dog or the wig, and I think maybe the poor dog got the blame, but I think it may have been the wig.
I don't even think Ron has a dog.
Yeah, that's just the cover story. Oh, look, it's my dog.
Yes.
Okay, Ron. Yeah. Well, apparently he's cleaned up his wig addiction, and he's
On the straight and narrow.
apparently found Jesus and hair pieces. So I think he's good.
And if he shows up on time for his slot at Sunfest, then we'll know for sure.
And I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
But since he follows me, I have 2 extra songs prepared, just in case. Not, I don't think it'll happen, but should something unfortunate, like he not realize what day it is, and again, I couldn't figure that out halfway across the world like that. I'm like, I don't know what day it is here in the United States half the time. I live here.
Well, I think he was saying his set's at 7 a.m. for him.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, that's good. Well, I know he's a perky morning guy, so
Yeah.
I know he likes the Vietnamese coffee and things. And that's kind of, on topic. Tonight, our drug of choice, my drug of choice every day, coffee. This is my... What wig? There she is.
Uh-huh.
I'm here.
What's going on? You're muted.
Can't hear you.
Oh, here we... She goes, wait, I must plug this in. Yeah. Hey, we heard the
I've
click.
been recording all night. I can't have my microphone in when I record my keyboard. How's my sound?
It's great.
Not too loud?
No.
Hey, good.
Hi, guys. Hooky.
Hello. What's going on?
Nothing. I was listening to you rag on my wig, and I am presenting with Lisa Noel, as you know, and I've kind of been chatting with her today because we know we're introducing you, so filling her in on all your talents.
Ah, shit. The roast continues.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And I probably will wear a wig.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, just so you know, I have a very serious, and I'm not kidding here. This is a serious set. Serious songs, none of my goofy ones. So,
I've introduced you a few times, and the one
That's
time I
true.
was very respectful was during Kurtfest.
yes. Yeah, that one time.
All bets are off of Sunfest.
She'll fucking never do that again.
Never again.
I'll own you like the little bitch that you are, Chris.
That just means we're close friends.
Yeah.
Customer.
That he just said, he's trying to eat his lunch and like, oh, somebody wants a widget. So Coldy may have to widget.
Widget. Someone needs a hook.
Yeah.
So
So I know Lori is a massive coffee consumer.
fuck all day.
Yeah, me too. This is the last, and I don't go to bed very early, and since I drink coffee until 11 or 12 o'clock at night, I wonder why. Weird.
Yeah, me too.
No correlation.
I don't think it keeps me up though. It might wake me up. I don't think there's enough caffeine and
Yeah,
this is coffee that lasts all night because I keep adding ice to it. It's not like I have 50 of these,
Well, see, that's my whiskey drink on Friday nights. I only get maybe 1 or 2 pours, but I keep putting ice in it
And your pores are about this deep.
Well, oh no, wait, no,
That's a bottle's worth.
yeah,
Oh shit.
no, I'm no Torre Grossa, no,
Yeah.
only Dom is, yeah.
I saw a reel today, a guy that, because I do keto, I get all these stupid feeds of people giving you tips. And this guy was saying, he's like, don't rag on diet soda and coffee. They are water. I mean, they're 90% water. He's like, you're drinking water. He's like, in coffee, he goes, I don't know why people say it dehydrates you. It doesn't. You're drinking water.
Well, yeah, caffeine technically does dehydrate. That's true. But there's way more liquid in there than there's the diuretic effect of the caffeine. So, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd have to have a gazillion. So, yeah, I'm coffee.
So, tell me more. You're on keto, you say?
Shut up. You didn't know.
No, tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me
Tell
more.
me more. Yeah, we got to get James to adjust his diet too. We got to get but first, let's say hi to James,
Oh,
who's out by the far.
scary.
Yeah, look at that.
What's up, Jimin?
It's a campfire, bro.
He's kind of pulling the hubs where he's in the dark and he's like a pale shadow back there.
His fire pits are awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
there. Hey, James.
On a dark and stormy night, a deer came out.
And it was coming from inside the house.
Whack, 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 whack.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
want to
hi,
come in here and
James.
talk over Hubs. He's going to leave soon. Hubs is just like,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's got a little time before he has to hit the road, Jack. I have a fire pit too, and I'd love to use it, but ain't no way this year. I mean, it is so dry here.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm going to have to be careful with my pizza oven even. Because it is a wood-fired pizza oven, and it's enclosed, but still. Yeah.
We do, Beach Town, whatever, campgrounds, Beach Town, everybody does fire pits, and we have one that we haven't used in a while. It's actually a dryer bin. What do you call that?
Yeah.
Those things
Yeah.
on stands. But we have a police scanner, and they've been cracking down on open fires. They're shutting people down who are just having them in their driveway, like innocently. And I'm like, what the hell? I wanted to have them like all summer this summer.
Yeah, that's your nanny state for you. That's Big Brother, always watching out.
I'm like, what? This is what we do. Like, why you can't? We're not starting forest fires, or like if you want to burn your leaves, you actually call. You tell the fire department ahead of time. They say yes, you can do it. But fire pits is just like you put it in a contained little thing, and they're still busting chops on it.
Yeah, no, that burning leaves here is strictly prohibited. Has been
At all, I'm sure.
Yeah, for years. Because
James, you've been out there since your coffee this morning. Have you gone inside yet?
Yeah, no, I was inside. I actually was just like doing really nothing on the PC, and I was like, why am I just sitting? I can do what I'm doing from my phone, so I'm going to have a fire.
There you go. Good call.
So cozy.
Yeah, nice. What's the temp there?
I don't know the actual temp. I know it was supposed to be like 70 something plus.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's
coolish
nice.
here in Denver today. It was sunny, but it was only 64, which was a little unusual.
That's warmer than it was here, but it was sunny and 60.
Yeah.
Look at Gary. Divided by 30
Yeah, doing the
times
math.
5 minus 30.
Yeah.
It was metric all day here. Yeah.
All
I can
day
do
long.
Celsius to Fahrenheit in my head. I don't know how to go backwards. So what I was taught is that Celsius, you double it and then add 30, and that will give you the Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that sounds
Pretty
like something I heard.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the scales are not the same unit-wise, that introduces an error as they get further apart. But for most of the time, that's plenty good enough. You're within 1 degree.
So it's probably 15 degrees here Celsius, which is 15 plus 15 is 30. Add 30 is 60.
There you go.
Sounds
Or I can just take my app and put Celsius on so I can talk to you and Hugh and everybody who does it that way.
Yeah,
And
that's handy.
we're done with the temperature conversion portion of the show, I think.
Well,
That wraps
we
it
say
up.
that,
Yeah.
later
Still make them up.
we'll talk leaders and, you know.
What does the
Yeah.
cold do to your aches and pains?
Yeah, we're
shit.
not going to have an aches and pains portion tonight. I don't believe, unless somebody comes in whining.
I have icy
That's
hot
okay.
patches though.
That's good.
That's good. They do shit. They didn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
Maybe a little tingly, but then I woke up and it was like a ball of like glue on my pillow. It's just
those things are not.
smells good though. It's menthol.
Well, but Celsius has decimal points, so dog pods. It works.
It's so inaccurate.
Yeah, well,
You could tell Doug how the sky is blue, and he'll say, "Fuck off, it's red."
yeah.
There's-
There's always that one contrarian, which
Contrarian.
It's good enough for every country on Earth except like 2. So,
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
sorry.
We are way behind. I get it.
Yeah, well, I'm again, if you learn that and were taught, but Americans are stubborn, which is a very admirable trait in certain things. Other things maybe less so.
I never learned it.
Yeah,
Like kilometers. No idea what a kilometer is.
I will fully admit that on my driver's license, it has my height in metric and my weight in metric, and I don't understand either of those fucking numbers. My
And your
height,
scales
I have
metric.
Yeah, how many kilograms you are? Yeah.
No, your scale's imperial, isn't it? You go by pounds.
I do if I hop on the scale, it's pounds for sure.
Yeah.
If I'm buying weed, it's grams. And if I hop on the scale, it's pounds. Yeah.
You guys are fucked up. You're all over the place then.
It's
You're
the
right on up.
generation too though, right? Because
Right.
our teachers were like my teacher was like 1 week ahead of our lesson and their lesson, like I got to teach this shit next week to the kids. So
Yeah, so I need to know what's going on.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we were busting on poor Lori about the keto, but Coldy, you've adjusted your diet a little bit, and you're seeing some benefit.
I did the start of the year, and then I'm slack again.
Well, that happens.
But I didn't go fully back into eating crap all the time. It's mostly keto 90% of the time, but I'm putting 2 sugars in my morning coffee and I'm having beer. So that's kind of where I've dropped off. But all my the food that I eat throughout the day is all keto.
Yeah.
Eggs and meat. Now I'm not eating bread or anything like that or potato. And I'm not doing any of that stuff. And I'm still feeling pretty good. I don't feel like I've sort of gotten any bigger. So yeah, it's all good.
There you go.
Your face looks thinner still.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
A little bit is better than nothing. I tell myself that all the time. I'm like, you don't have to go full carnivore. Try it for a little while. Don't stress yourself out. Try it for a little while. Just get information.
Most people, I didn't get big overnight. Took a few years. You don't. And if you lose a bunch of weight in a hurry, chances are you're going to put it back on plus some. So, just
and you'll
work on
get
things.
squiggly looking. You'll get that Ozempic look. You don't want to lose weight fast because then your skin just drops and sags.
Yeah, and
1.5 pounds a week is good.
Yeah, I will say I just did the conversion, and I would love to be in kilograms. I mean, that's a great looking number, but
it is. Yeah.
Laurie,
well, in kilograms,
Oh God, Doug.
Hubs, you would be what, about 5, 7?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's
it's embarrassing. Yeah. I won't.
Yeah. It's a low.
Won't use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, you know what? A lid? The hell's a lid? That's a lid? Thickness wise or?
Yeah, well, I mean, depends,
No,
dope dealers are like, those are fat sausages, bro. That's not going to work.
That's an old Cheech and Chong fucking bit right there.
Yeah. Cheech.
I'm not a druggie, so I don't know.
2 joints. He says 2 joints. Yeah, I roll big joints. Yeah.
I only rolled the big fat one.
Yeah.
Something like
Big
that.
spliff.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Goldie's turning into a stoner.
No.
Yeah.
No, you
That
didn't.
was the one-off.
When you were sick.
Yeah.
The one-off.
It was medicinal.
And it was very helpful.
Well, yeah, you got to do what you got to do when you are feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
In Australia, they haven't gotten on the bandwagon of legalizing anything. So we have distilleries here that you can actually go in and look at the menu and get whatever you need for your ailments. Like it used to be you had a card for medical marijuana, right? And now it's anybody can go in and be like, listen, I got COVID. What do you recommend? Here's a 8-foot bong.
Yeah. COVID Kush, man. That's what you need.
Quiche.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good name. I'd be. I don't know if I'd be afraid to smoke that or not.
yeah, COVID Kush. Is this going to make me feel better, or am I going to die?
I can't smell anything. I can't taste anything.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Freak. I remember that. Oh my God. I had COVID once and I never lost the smell sensation.
Yeah, some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
I have actually.
I got it in 2022, so it was one of those. Oh, you have a cold.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I've never actually had it. I don't. But let's review. My immune system is just, it's Irish, just looking for a fucking fight.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
COVID, is that all you got? So, but I, on the immunosuppressants and still, knock on wood, no issues, no colds or flus. So
Awesome. Me either.
Good stuff.
think
I
I'm
gotta say, I mean, my Logic Bros were here working on the project with Lori, and it's my first extensive seat time in Logic Pro. And oh my goodness, just the control, it's just fantastic. And now some of the things are a little different, like, exporting. It took me 3 tries, and I had to go, okay, no, it's not you got to do bounce, not, the terminology is different. But and I sent Lori a little sample, and that little sample has almost no effects on it. That's just raw out, and did a little bit of work on your organ and your piano, and I'm like, oh, this is going to sound good.
I did a little work on your organ.
Hey, my wife watches this show occasionally, so stop.
It's just a saying.
Come on now.
Yeah, no, it sounded great. I don't know anything about Logic or mixing, so God bless you.
Well, again, it's fun. Hubs has always done it. Coldie's a master at it. James is great at it.
Except I don't use Logic, but yep.
Well, I mean, again, a DAW's a DAW, but it has those pro level tools, which is, GarageBand has them too, but
Yeah.
they're kind of dummied down to a certain extent. You don't have the control,
Yep.
and I definitely, now that I'm, because I'm still doing some things in GarageBand, but bouncing back and forth sonically, there's a little bit of a difference. I can definitely hear just there's a little more headroom in Logic. It's a little cleaner. I mean, it's subtle, but I can definitely hear it.
Things like reverb sound cleaner.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a stock plug-in to a stock plug-in, it's a lot smoother.
Yeah, and they are basically the same plugin. I mean, it's really the same code behind it, but they sound just a little bit different. And again, you have a little more control over them, which is kind of nifty. I wish I had more control over this chair. I have got to figure out where it's. I greased it the other day, but I didn't get the right part, obviously, because it's still squeaky, which is irritating.
Damn.
Nothing worse than a squeaky bottom chair.
And what do you use, James, again? You use GarageBand?
No. I use FL Studio.
Ah, okay.
The old Fruity Loops, which, I mean, when it first came out, it did loops, and that was about it. But that program is robust as hell. That's
Full on DAW, and it has the
yeah, absolutely.
ability those patterns.
Thomas Christ uses it all the time. Now he does use Logic too, but he's a long time FL Studios guy. And again, the DAW itself, it doesn't really matter. I know people get hung up. Oh, I use Logic. Oh, I use Pro Tools.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It doesn't matter.
you're probably using Logic or something like that.
Guys,
You're probably
Sorry.
using.
Oh, got to go back to work. Okay, hey, Coldie, thanks for joining us. Great to
Good
have
luck
you on.
with headlining.
Hey,
Sunfest.
Saturday night, check out Coldacre, the headliner for Sunfest, everybody.
Right on. That link again.
Yep, here it comes. The Linky-Doo.
There it is.
That should be fun. I took tomorrow night off. One of the reasons was Sunfest, but another reason is just gigs up in the air for Cameron, and I'm just like, I can't fucking do the 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's just smart.
Not that my show lasts that long, but then I just turn it, it just runs into hyperness, staying up late. Obviously, I want to catch some of you, Gary, and
Yeah, actually, and I'm thrilled because I'm going to be doing that show tomorrow night, and that's the last of the train thing. So I would blaze down the hill and come in halfway through your show. So
well, and that too, because I like the open mic thing that I got going on. You guys are awesome.
that was fun.
I want to do that again, but I'm like, well, the night before the festival, let's give everybody a rest, It's like- so yeah, and like I said, I get 2 things to go to Saturday, and then I have to come home and co-host the festival, whatever that is, 10 o'clock at night. But
Oh,
so yeah, I just decided to take the week off.
Little phone losing something.
all good.
You are? Who said what? Homo said what?
No, James he was saying I'm losing it,
Oh
and,
no!
and he done lost it. Well, come on back.
That's like talking to Artemis. when they're going around the moon and you can't hear him anymore. Like, where'd he go?
He's on the dark side of the fire.
A minute and a half before we get contact with him again. Come back, James.
Incredible photos, though, I'm sure.
Oh my God, they were amazing. All right, and he's back.
I've been on such a kick, Gary. You know this. Everything that's feeding to me on YouTube now is all just all this NASA stuff, and I love it. I'm watching like the Challenger stuff. I'm watching
The photos were incredible.
Apollo 13, and then I'm watching the behind the scenes of Artemis. It just fascinates me. I would never freaking do it. I would never go up in space. I would never be in a small, enclosed spaceship.
No.
And have a vacuum clean up my ass to go to the bathroom. Like, no. But God bless them. And the photos.
I'd load up on Chipotle before I went, just because I'm evil like that.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
I hope it's a shop vac.
Yeah. Oh, I got to get to the other side in a hurry. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Well, I was watching the real behind the scenes of Apollo 13, and because they were trying to conserve power,
Yeah.
at one point they said, "Don't use the bathroom facilities anymore." And Kevin Bacon, who was representing one of the astronauts, was eating at the time, which really happened, and he's like, so they told him not to use the bathroom. So they were peeing in bags. The bags were like floating around. And
Yeah, that's how it works. His character was the astronaut Jack Swigert, who died of cancer, but he was a Colorado guy.
Oh, really? Jack Swigert, yeah. Yep. He was the rookie that they asked to go last minute. That's crazy.
Yeah. And people don't realize that they had basically 2 complete crews ready to go for, all of those missions. And, most people didn't, but they were on at least 3 of the missions. There was a substitution at some point.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he was a rookie, they said, and he's the one that actually had to do the thrust.
Right. Well, and that's when we say rookies, even, I mean, an astronaut that walks in on day 1 is some of the most accomplished fighter pilots that the U.S. Air Force had. So right from the get-go, these guys can do the math, the calculus in their heads. They're smart people, and then they get the additional training. But those were pretty amazing specimens back in the day.
They're astronauts. Yeah, they work for NASA for a reason. And all the simulation that they put them through these experiences.
Yeah.
Like if an oxygen tank catches on fire, this is what you do. I mean, so they were very calm, and I'm like having a panic attack watching it. I was like, oh my God.
Now I learned something. Of course, I grew up in that era.
I'm so smiley about James.
I was watching. But we were talking about swearing at the beginning of the show with Gary.
Yeah.
And those guys, because again, they were all Air Force fighter jocks, swore a blue streak the first couple missions, and then NASA had to get everybody in and goes, "Hey, guys, we can't do this. We want to broadcast it to the nation. We got to cut down on the potty mouth, boys."
Yeah.
So that's why they always sounded very professional and very Houston. We gotta because before they were saying, "Fuck Houston."
No. We're fucking dying up here. But no, they are trained to be calm because that's what they do. It's like,
Yeah.
Can't panic in space.
Oh man.
I can't stop thinking about bags of piss floating in the air. It just sounds like going to a fucking soccer game in England or something like that. I don't know.
Imagine though, yeah.
Smacking that face.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh.
And the World Cup's coming. It's coming to Vancouver, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. This year, right?
Yeah.
That'll bring some economy.
Yeah, hotels and hookers you won't be able to find either.
That's right. They'll be in short supply.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta love when you host big events like that, like the Olympics or something like that.
Absolutely. Hey, some guy, what's going on? And I didn't say hi to Sal. Hi, Sal. I saw you there.
Some guy. Hello, some guy.
Yeah, some guy.
That's the number 5 on our menu over here. Cream of salmon guy.
Nice.
I'll take the number 5 with rice, please.
I gotta get the fuck out of here pretty quick.
Oh,
yeah. It's almost time to go home.
I don't want to stay here any longer than they're paying me.
Absolutely not. I mean,
but this is
getting that sprinter's position.
Yeah.
You gotta go home and probably do a bunch of kid shit. Yeah, just stay, relax.
Yeah. sorry, honey, I had to stay a little longer. Last minute job. I'll be
Yeah.
home at some point.
You look very relaxed.
Yeah.
Gary had a premiere tonight that I missed. I've known about it all week, and I got into playing, and I was like,
Well, I've got it queued up, so hang around because I'm going to play it later tonight because it was fun.
"That's awesome." That was the
why
one where
not?
I was on the panel while he was doing Icebox.
Yeah. Oh, and he added additional footage. So
It wasn't the most recent one. It was from a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was.
You weren't on there. No, neither was Jade in the sound effects. No. It was,
but,
yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. So yeah, we'll do that in the second hour. And
Remember my
play
show
a little.
last time, Gary? It was like everybody was playing the sound effects. You said something in the chat. I was dying. Like, it's the sound effects show. Like, we were just all playing our own sound effects at the same time, just canceling each other out. It was chaos.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, everybody had a sound
You were-
effects.
It was awesome. Everybody had a different laugh or a different clap. And I'm
Yeah.
going, can I talk? Can I talk? And my voice is cutting out because all the sound effects are coming in.
I do that face a lot where I'm like you're
Yeah.
waiting for something. Is there a break? No, not a break.
Yeah, no,
No.
just keep pressing buttons.
That's the thing. You got to time things, and it's when there's that many people on the panel, timing can
The
be.
latency sucks. Yeah. You don't know what's going
Yeah,
on. You don't
there's.
know what's
I
pressing.
probably pass on 7-8 jokes a night because it's like, I got a joke. People are talking. No, it's the moment. The moment is past.
Yep, totally.
I'll just archive this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
well, we already talked about this. That's why some of my roasts went over people's head because you couldn't hear me say them. It wasn't flowing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's.
We have fun. It's all our friends here.
Hey, Gary, thanks for joining us tonight.
Right on. Thanks for
Appreciate
having me.
you. You bet. Well, have a pleasant drive/ride home, and
Ride, yeah. No, ride my bike.
nice.
Yeah.
Be safe. It's dark out.
I want to ride my bicycle.
It's actually
Oh, it's
still
still
nice
like-
out.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's north.
East Coast, West.
Yeah, he's West Coast and north, and that makes a big difference.
Well, still, put your flashes on. Wear your helmet.
Come
We
on,
worry.
Mom.
We
Jeez.
worry.
Oh, jeez. I'll text you when I get home.
Would you
All right.
please?
No, if you like chain smoking with like no hands on the handlebars.
Yeah,
In the
Oh,
dark.
fuck. Yeah.
hold
It's a
the
once-
beer.
It's
Don't
a
do
one-smoke ride. Yeah. Anyhow. Right on.
All
Thanks,
right.
Chris.
Thanks for
Hey,
coming
buddy.
on, man. Great to see you.
I'll be in the chat.
I mean,
Sounds good. All right, there he goes,
while
Gary
you're riding.
Hobbs.
not while you're riding.
Yeah, don't text and ride. Yeah, my
Chris,
brother-in-law
I'll have to
got.
rejoin.
What's that, James? I didn't hear.
Go
I have
ahead.
to rejoin.
Okay. Yeah,
Trouble.
he's trouble. Yeah, my brother-in-law he lost his license because he liked to drink back in the day, and
Ooh.
he's been sober for years now. But yeah, he so because genius, I lost his license, so he got drunk and rode his bicycle directly into a stop sign and screwed up his neck so badly. Like you're
I feel like that would be more dangerous. Like I'd be like,
no doubt. I mean,
yourself.
you're in a 2-ton automobile. Okay, that's not safe. That's a dumb thing to do. And again, let me just point out for YouTube and everyone, I like a little bit of whiskey. Now, this is no great secret. I don't drive around. I sit here, right here on Friday nights, and that's how that works. So don't
Huge.
drive around. Don't ride a bicycle. I mean, don't even ride a big wheel if you've been drinking. That's just,
Motorized scooter.
oh, God, no. Yeah, one of those skateboards.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is a great way to break your face.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So you're working on a new keyboard part.
Yeah. So I mean, I have a few things that I did last week that I got done, and then a new one came up. It's actually going to be one. It's going to be a Dougie,
Ah,
which I've never done a collab with. So I'm psyched. A Dougie PJ Colby production in me.
ooh. Oh, that'll be fun.
So yeah, it's
All
going
right,
to be.
James is back.
Back.
What are you doing different when you come back? What's going on?
I did put a few logs on.
Ah,
Oh.
there you go.
Shut the camera for that? I thought it was like,
No,
oh,
they're-
whenever, because I'm on my phone, whenever someone leaves, I stop being able to hear someone, like kind of like Gary's show when.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's
Now, are you just using the link I sent, or are you using the StreamYard app that you can download to your phone?
I'm not using the app. Nope.
I can recommend those of you who want to try and get on a panel with a phone, and Gary, I'll give Gary Hubs credit for it. He's the one I think that told me about it, but it works much better. And I don't know why, but it does.
Oh, because it's not web based.
There and download an app. So.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying for future reference, but you know, it's
Thank you. Yeah.
allowed me to join Lori's show twice now, you know, on my phone, and it worked just fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do that next time.
So Gary's dump went to Dom's. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, God bless him. I'll dump after my premiere. I'll dump to your show. Awesome. But it went to Dom's part of it. So, crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that a wonderful intention, and it was greatly appreciated. And sometime, I can't say anything because I had gone 8 or 10 shows without forgetting to turn off the leaderboard. But tonight, nope. Had the leaderboard for a minute.
I saw you're like, am I get leaderboard? And I saw the 75 XP. I'm like, yep, you do. Well, I have to remember because I did put up my show for tomorrow night last week, thinking I was still going to do it.
Yeah.
So now I have to remember go back and change the dump because it's going to dump to Gary's show from the prior week. If I don't do that.
Yep. There's always something, right?
And G-May, I think I've mentioned this a few times. Can someone talk to him? G, if you're listening, you have to let the chat replay. There's a way to turn that on. He never has chat replay on these festivals. And I'm like, we want to see the chat. We want to see the links. We want to see. I don't know why his don't show it, but you.
Well, it's a 2-part. Yes, you do have to check that, which I always remember to do. And actually, YouTube is now remembering. Now, it can't remember that I want to keep the leaderboard turned off, but it does remember I want the live chat. But you guys know if you have to go in and edit for any reason, and G-Man's had to edit because of covers or whatever, then chat's history.
Oh, he's edited festivals before? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to do that for a couple different reasons. I mean, they're minor edits, but it does kill the chat.
Mostly.
So don't edit, G-May. We want to see everything.
Well, and also for those performers out there, and don't play covers.
Well, I play covers. It's not like you're going to get shut down.
No, but it does mess up, for the festival, because he likes to keep those up, and the covers, it gets a hit every time, and so that's his thinking, I guess. I mean, hey, guys, the brain of G-May, I don't know.
It's a show. He can do whatever he wants.
That's right.
I just thought it was he needed somebody to tell him what to do, but I didn't realize maybe he was doing it himself.
No, it's intentional. So, not my monkeys, not my circus.
I like to drink and milk alligators. Can I say that right without my glasses?
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, yes, we've seen some guy likes to have a beverage every once in a while, and he's responsible. He doesn't drive around. He just goes out to the back swamp bayou there and grabs some alligators and go, come here.
That is raw.
It's kind of badass.
Have nipples, right?
Alligators have nipples. Maybe. I don't know. I've never.
That's from Meet the Parents when he's like.
Yeah, I've never seen an alligator in a bra, so I don't know. Yeah, I have nipples. Can you milk me?
Yeah. Can you milk me, Greg?
Oh, God. That was one of those shows, and it's funny as hell, but that's what I call cringe comedy. I mean, there are parts there, it's like, I mean, it was just cringy.
That cracked me up. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love Ben Stiller, so.
Yeah, the whole suitcase business, like, oh my God. I'm dying for the guy going, well, this is not going well, man. You'd have to ask some guy, because some guy sees alligators every day. He would know.
He's intimate with them.
I don't know. Being reptiles, I don't believe they do.
Yeah. Alligators don't have nipples. I wouldn't imagine. Well, we were talking about putting bras on our cats.
Well, yeah. Well, cats do have nipples.
Cats do have nipples, yeah.
Yeah. And which you forget sometimes. Even male cats have nipples, like, you know. And one of my older cats, when I took it to the vet one time, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right to me. And the vet's, you know, checking and goes, oh, that's your cat's nipple. And I went, okay, well, I'm a dumbass. But I'd never felt it before. It was just, I don't know, as he got older, it poked out a little bit more. So I'm like, oh, okay.
The nipple part of the show, everybody.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what? But we're not talking about our ailments, so there, you know? I mean, you got to give something to get something, right?
Yeah. But you guys are all Seinfeld fans. I didn't see a lot of the series of Seinfeld, but I just the other day came across the one where Kramer took a Christmas picture of Elaine, and she sent it out to 100 family members, and then Jerry's like, "You can see your nipple." In the picture, she's like, "I sent that to my grandmother."
Classic.
It must have come into my algorithms because you guys have been talking about nipples so often.
This is the first time the word nipple has ever been uttered on this show in 3 years, but
Mountain Man's trying to say TITS as many times as he can. All right, we get it.
yeah.
He likes the word, so he's using it every freaking sentence.
You know, he's a man, so yeah. All right.
It's like every sentence. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, again, let's review. We're all mature adults, you know, some of us are getting reasonably close to Social Security, but we all have the mental age of 6th and 7th graders. So
that's me. Yep. And a boy.
Oh, guilty as charged. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You remember that one, Gary?
Oh yeah, that one was.
She's
It
like,
was
what
classic.
is this? Like, what's a nipple?
Yeah. Oops. Easy to miss things. Miss things indeed. But let's shift to the topic of tonight, the coffee. James, coffee. Discuss.
I didn't know this was a topic.
What are we discussing?
Well, okay, so we're all drinking coffee at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Coffee as a drug for creative types. I mean, coffee's been around a long time and everything. And I'll tell you my little coffee story. I didn't drink coffee, as a young adult. I drank it camping with my, we'd camp here in Colorado, and, we'd get some coffee and put stuff in it and, woo. But I drank Mountain Dew. That was where I got my caffeine and the little sugar buzz and everything.
Crazy
and I
sugar.
drank that for a long time. And kind of what put me off of it as I had a late night and I combined a couple Mountain Dews with a couple no doses.
Oh,
Yeah, I did not feel well. I'm like, this is what people on speed are like. This sucks. I hated it. And I worked for a printing company, and we just had giant coffee pots that were always going there. And I just learned to drink. And of course, I started with cream and sugar and all this stuff. And I eventually weaned myself off all that and just drink black coffee like a man, without all the crap in it. Now, when I played in church, that was my Sunday treat. I'd put cream and sugar in my coffee that one day.
with a donut.
But yeah, if they had
Donuts
donuts,
at church were awesome. Come on.
let's hope they didn't always have donuts, but when they did, or cookies were good. Cookies and donuts. Anyway,
Put cream.
but I started, I don't know. It was when my second son was born. Sean was not a sleeper. And, I'd be up with him all night, and then I'd have to get up and go into work at the crack and dragging ass, and I learned to drink coffee. But it's a good beverage, and you hear, depending on what year it is, coffee is the worst thing you can possibly drink. Coffee is great, and it's got this health benefits, and, they go back and forth depending on who's funding the study,
Well, don't get dog paw going, but yeah, I've heard there's a lot of coffee that has mold in it, and then you got to get organic coffee. And
and that's
I'm 53 and I'm still alive, and I've been drinking coffee since I was 17. So
well, it's like anything. You get mold in anything. I mean, any organic thing.
there's mold in Dog Pa's panties. mean-
A lot. I mean, who are we kidding? That's
His bureau's
where
full.
Louis Pasteur had the ideas. Like, what's that funky smell? Ooh, I have an idea.
I think it's the guy next door.
Pasteurization. I'm going to look into this.
I do not remember when I had my first cup of coffee, but I do remember it had to have been back in high school because we had a Friendlies across the street from where I went to high school, and we'd all meet there and have coffee. But I hated coffee when I was pregnant. Couldn't smell it, couldn't stomach it. So for me, it's more of a mental stimulant. I don't think it makes me hyper or more awake. Mentally, I think it does. So psychologically, it helps.
Yeah, I think so. I drink it, slowly over the course of the day. Now, I've not experienced, because I will sometimes go and I just don't make coffee for a day or two.
Yeah,
And I don't have the caffeine headache like my kid totally does. If he goes a day without drinking coffee, he gets a massive headache. I've personally never experienced that, but
we did ask James, and then we both just talked right over him.
yeah, because that's what we do here.
Poor James. Go ahead.
Um,
Tell us your coffee experience.
I've been drinking coffee since probably my early 20s.
Okay, that's enough out of you. Anybody else? No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I can mute
Kidding,
you.
honey. Go ahead. I like to bust his chops.
Yeah. So there's that.
Go on. Early 20s, you said?
Yeah, 20s, and it was mainly because of work and stuff, and needed something to stay awake. So
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people
Yeah.
fall into it.
kind of like Chris as well. I also went camping and stuff, and like I'd have some with my dad and my grandma and stuff as well.
Do you have a problem? Like, do you drink it all day? And you don't find that you can't sleep because you're drinking it right now at night?
Oh, I could be drinking a cup and fall asleep in my chair
Yeah, exactly.
all day. I usually have about 3 or 4 cups a day usually. So
I have 3 or 4 cups in the morning. And then it's just this in the all afternoon.
Yeah. Well, my coffee pot capacity allegedly is 12 cups, but I always put extra water in it, and I put my finger over the hole in the back, and so yeah, I'm probably drinking 14 cups a day.
Wow.
Unless I make a second pot. I don't drink a second pot anymore. I used to.
Wow.
But I'm down from that. And there's some days I don't finish the pot. Some day for whatever, if I got busy and I just, and yeah, it's 10:30 at night and I'm like, I'm not going to drink this. Just going to be.
In my pot, I make 8 cups, but that's only because I don't drink 8 cups, but that's only because I need that ratio to get the bean to water thing good, or else it's too muddy.
Yeah.
So I make 8 cups and I always have like 4 left or something because, they go cold. I dump them. It's like I go to a meeting, then it's cold and I dump it. It's not like I'm drinking it the whole thing. But for me, and a lot of people are going to be like, think this is gross. I have to have flavored coffee. I don't have to, but I do. So I have like cinnamon hazelnut coffee in the morning. This is snickerdoodle, which is like cinnamon something too. Like I get a banana coffee, and it's flavored beans, not the syrups. I wouldn't do the syrups, but
No, I'm with you. I did that for a lot of years. When I weaned myself off the cream and sugar, I started hazelnut or, I'd get some of the flavored ones and that was fine. But eventually it was like, because they would be off sometimes. You'd get a batch and it was delicious. And then you'd have it another time. It was like, this tastes funky. And so I just eventually just went to
I go
plain.
to places that have the beans that are the flavored. Like I'm not going to go to Dunkin' Donuts and say, give me a squirt of your freaking vanilla crap, in it.
Yeah.
I don't like the taste of it. I'm not even because it's sugary. I just don't like the taste of it. It's so fake.
Yeah. Who the hell knows what's in there? Yeah. No, thank you.
Ooh, Sambuca.
I use a Keurig, so
Okay.
I do the blend. I usually get like 100 pods, and it usually lasts me about a month or.
I'm just a Mr. Coffee guy. Got my
That's
$30 Mr. Coffee maker, and I I try not to buy the ones with the timer in the morning. I just don't do that shit, you know.
Oh, I need the timer. I want it ready when I get out. So I set it the night before.
Well, that's part of my morning routine. Is like, you know, I drink my cup of tea, and then as I'm drinking my tea, I start the coffee and sit and get cognizant enough to be somebody.
That's cool. It's a different routine, yeah.
Yeah. So commercial coffees.
Dark roast, okay.
Do you guys now? I, for one, and I'm on record saying that I loathe Starbucks.
Me too.
Starbucks is terrible. I hate the taste of it. I just hate everything. I hate the name. I mean,
Starbucks.
Yeah, and they're everywhere, and it's just, and I don't get it. Why? Again, here's my cheap Scotch Irish side. Why would you pay $8? I assume it's $8. It's probably more than that now. $8 for a cup, and whereas I can make a pot of coffee for 75 cents to $1. Because my coffee has gone up. I drink Seattle's Best. I drink the medium roast.
The coffee's gone up, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just part of the, you know.
$12.99 a pound.
Because it's fair trade. Yeah, I pay 8 something.
It used to be 8, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to pay 5.5 for it, but it's like 8 now, but that's fine. But a bag lasts me, again, I make 12 cups a day, and a bag will last me 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, just economy.
Economic to make it at home, yeah.
It's strong, so I don't really like the strength of their beans because I like the blends.
Yeah.
But usually I would choose Tim Hortons or something because we have those here. They don't have them as much down south, I know, but
yeah,
we don't have them here. Yeah,
is where I would usually go before anywhere, or Big B, which they also don't have everywhere.
Yeah, we have Dutch Brothers here, which is, it's okay. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. Again, I don't get the hype, but it's not quite as expensive as Starbucks, and the coffee is, in my view, considerably better. Tim Hortons, which I've had a few times when I've traveled on business up north, I think is great. I prefer Dunkin' Donuts is fine. Their coffee's good.
I like Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee. Their iced coffee, I don't like anymore. And I used to be addicted to Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee until I found these other places that have real flavored beans.
Yeah,
in my neighborhood.
But you know, when I was rebuilding my kid's house, I mean, I was just like a regular contractor, and I'd stop in the 7-Eleven. You know, me and all the Hispanic guys were going to their jobs, and we'd all get a cup of coffee and a breakfast burrito. And 7-Eleven coffee used to be out of sight, the best. It's not, because most of them have gone to the machines that do the measuring. And I don't know, it's just not as good.
It was either 7-Eleven or Cumberland Farms. I don't know if you guys have Cumberland Farms. It's like a gas station kind of convenient place. But my husband's like, it's like 99 cents and the coffee is the best. But this was a while ago. I don't know. Maybe it's changed. Yeah.
Speedway, which or to 7-Eleven here, which we also have 7-Eleven as well, but Speedway is the gas station.
Oh, we get a Speedway, yeah.
Yeah. They have decent coffee.
I should try it. My coffee, when I go out to get my iced coffee, I work from home. It's my way to get out of the house, go for a drive. And so it's kind of like an addiction now, I'm going for a drive. It's 15 minutes away. I'm getting my flavored coffee. I'm going to smoke and have my coffee on the way back. But it's like $5 plus I tip. So I just was doing the math the other day. I'm like, I'm spending like $140 a month on coffee that I can make at home. It's $35 a week, right? If I do it 7 days.
Yeah.
It's freaking right. That's $140. And I'm like, and it's just because I need to get out of the house and take a drive. I mean, I like the iced coffee, but I can make this out of the pot.
Well, and there's where I'm at, because I drive my wife to and from work. You know, it's our together time. And I make a pot of coffee and I fill up my big pink and I drive and drink coffee and, you know, come back home and drink some more and then get to work.
It drives my husband nuts too, because every time if we're going to a family party, he looks and is like, "Do you need me to stop at the coffee?" I'm like, "Yes," because I need it in the car. You know, it goes along with the cigarette. So, but it's like, it's pricey.
We're funny people of habit, aren't we? You know, where we get into something, and you know, that's where my wife, she's got her routine. She's a smoker. She's a light smoker, but still, gets up, goes out on the deck in the morning, and that's my little cue. I've made coffee. I'm sitting there playing a game. I'm petting the cat, and she goes out and has her morning smoke and is like, all right, so now it's time for me to make her lunch. So put together a
What a
sandwich or
cute
whatever.
little life you have.
That's what we do.
You're on the farmer's porch. You're petting the cat. She's chaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's our
That's
life.
Speaking of, I'm going to go have a cigarette, but I will be back.
All right. See, yeah, go smoke those chickens.
Be right back.
Okay, we'll miss you. All right. We'll drop her off so we get Big James. Big James in the dark. That is a wonderful looking fire, man.
Thank you.
I'm jealous. I love open fires. Well, again, I grew up camping, and there's nothing better than an open fire. And
Absolutely.
if I wasn't deathly afraid of burning my neighborhood to the ground and being a pariah, I would have a fire going every night in the summer. But
You don't have a lot of water up there? Or?
oh God, no! Denver is so dry right now because we got no snow this year, and it's it gets dry here. Denver is technically high desert, so we get a lot of snow in the mountains and everything, but we're kind of out a little east of the mountains proper. So it's relatively dry here. And because of the altitude, the water really evaporates. And so I've had a fire, as I mentioned, I've had a fire pit. I have a wood fired pizza oven and everything, but I have to be careful. And this year, I got to be super careful. Just because, my neighbor's grass is dry, the trees are dry. It wouldn't take much to get something going. And 2 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember in the news, but because we get so much wind here in Denver, and there was an electrical fire. A power line went down during one of these storms, and it sparked a fire, and it burned part of the city. I mean, it was a major. Hundreds of people lost their homes in suburban Denver because it's so dry here and we get these winds. So
Wow.
we have to be careful with the open flames.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's pretty moist here.
Yeah. That would be lovely, but yeah, not happening this year.
I do have deck boards like right next to, like probably about 5 feet away from redoing my deck, but they're in no danger. They're fine.
Yeah.
I also got where I'm sitting used to be like a dog kennel area, so there's like still a fence back here behind me, which I'll be taking that out here soon. So that'll be pretty nice. Nice little open cement spot with the fire pit.
Oh yeah, that would be ideal. So what's your latest going to be home renovation?
Well, right now I'm working on. There's a pile of wood sitting next to me. You probably can't see it, but I'm working. It's the old deck boards that were part of the on top of the deck. Well, the side of the deck has lattice work currently, and it's old and it's kicked through, and you can tell animals have been getting in there and stuff. So I'm gonna take the lattice work off, and I'm going to reuse the old deck boards that are still good and put those along the side of it. So to like today here, while I was sitting here with the fire, I was sorting out some of the boards that are behind me, looking for the good pieces and sitting them alongside the deck so I know make sure I have enough and they're all good and everything before I just start doing the job. So that's the finishing. That's the next thing.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have these kind of projects.
And getting this fence out of the way. That's the other. Which the boards are leaned up against the fence, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my back fence, and we're supposed to get together with the neighbor and pool our resources and replace the fence, and he just didn't get it done, and that fence is in sad. Well, the fence has been here since the house was built, so that's going on 40 years, and I've replaced part of my fence, but I can kind of see, yeah.
It's just a small little. That's it right there. It's just there's a door, and
Yeah.
then that's the end of it right there. Yeah, it's just a small little dog kennel area, and it's not even posted into the ground or anything. So I just unhook it and take it down, and boom, good to go.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, when my son lived here, he still has the husky, but he had a kennel like that in his backyard for the husky dog.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense if you have animals because yeah, this is all open backyard. I goes out into the woods, like all behind me is all just woods. There's no fencing or anything. So
Yeah.
I guess if you have a dog, but I don't have a dog, so.
Yep. Got the kitty cats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably in the window somewhere.
Yeah, indeed. So what are you working on musically right now?
Musically, well, I'm trying to bust out a few collaborations that I got to get done so I can get caught up because I was sick for the last like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Wasn't playing, so and then I wasn't playing before that because just in a weird headspace a little bit. So it's been a minute since I played anything, and yeah, so last couple of days I've knocked out 2 collaborations already so far.
There you go. That's good.
Working on the next.
Yeah, and everybody goes through that. I hear. I mean, Jade Starr has mentioned that a number of people in the community said, "Well, I'm not in a good headspace." It's okay. People put pressure on themselves sometimes for no good reason. It is a creative process, and I can guarantee Michelangelo got out of bed some mornings like, "I don't want to paint shit today. I don't feel it," and it's okay. You know,
Exactly.
it'll come back around.
Exactly. And I would, even though I wasn't feeling the drums, I would do something,
Yeah.
make it short, at the very least. Yeah.
Now, I read a very interesting thing, and it made a lot of sense. And it's actually part of the Bushido Code, which are the Japanese samurai. And they just said, if you have a task that, you need to accomplish, just start. And their thing is, if you just go and you don't think about it, before you know it, you're part way done already, or most of the way done. But when you sit and think about it, and like, well, should I do it this way? Then you put it off and you don't approach it, and things don't get done. And I thought, you know what? I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. And I've tried to incorporate that a little bit, and just in both musical things and in work things. My work situation is such that I can't sit around and think about things. I just got to get going and do things, or all of a sudden I'll be way behind and can't do it. So, but I got to say, there's a little something to this philosophy. It seems to be helpful. I've made the statement, I'm using logic now, and it was just that I just jumped in. Just,
Yeah.
Got these stems from Lori, and I fired up Logic and said, I'm going to do it in Logic, and this is what I'm going to do. And I just got in, and I was halfway through before I got stuck on something that I didn't know how to do and had to quick look it up. But again, I did an hour's worth of work before I knew what had happened, and I was well through the project.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there is something to that for sure. Sometimes, especially depending on the type of project, sometimes you do got to do that in that zone of concentration and
Yeah.
this is going to be let me get in the zone and do this. But sometimes it's like, man, I got to get into that zone. It's going to be a difficult task.
Yeah, and there are some things, you have to psych up for it. But I think more often than not, people tend to psych themselves out rather than getting into it and finding that it's not nearly as what you made it out to be, as far as either difficulty or complexity.
Yeah, sometimes I think that also comes down to like logical thinking and processing and sectioning, breaking things down into, sections and or understandings, whatever, project may be, let me work on the coloring aspect of this. How is this going to look for color, and just focus on the color. Don't worry about the design of it right now, or, music, let me, how is the structure of the drums going to go? Don't worry about when you're going to do that fill or what fill that's going to be.
Yeah, now that's really good there. Don't get bogged down. This is especially true musically. And I think anybody like drummers with fills and guitar players, even bassists with riffs and everything, we can get fixated on that. It's like, well, now how about we just play it and get a feel for the groove and everything, and then the other parts will come. And the thing I did with Lori the other day, it was different than I usually do on bass. And I was this close to overthinking it. And I just, I picked up the bass and just started working on it. And I'm like, okay, I hear all the notes. I'm playing the notes right. Doesn't sound right. And I just thought about it for like 3 or 4 minutes and I went, oh, wait a minute. He's playing this way up the neck from where I would normally play it. And as soon as I slid up, I went, that's why the tone sounds like it does, because he's playing it up here. And then I was done in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and me and Doug were talking about this earlier, actually, like our processes and stuff. And for me, it's like, I put little vocal cues on my track, so I know when like a crash is coming up and stuff, for instance, but or a fill. And sometimes I count it in, sometimes I don't. Depends on if it's a fill and I know that it's going to be a complicating fill, I don't want to miss that exact spot that it's supposed to start, so I'll count it in sometimes in like in an audio cue.
Right.
And Doug was like, "Well, I can't like that. I do visual sections," and it's like, well, I'm sitting on a drum set, so you're, more if you're recording something on a guitar, you're probably sitting in front of the computer and you have that visual aspect, and
Right.
I don't have that, so I do the opposite, audio cues, and then but it's all about like sectioning out the song. It's like, okay, well, I know like the whole song has this main groove, so okay, just I got the main groove, that's no problem, I don't even need to practice that. I know that there's a fill here and I know that there's a fill here. This is the only fill that I really need to practice and sit down for a second and practice. And let me do that. And then after I practice that fill, it's like, okay, now let me run through the song with all my audio cues and everything and see how I do. And then just dial it in from there and give it a couple runs, and then it's usually good to go. And it's sectioning it out, but it's sectioning it out in a different a little bit of a different way.
Yeah, and I got to say that is a very effective process. I do tend to section things, especially if I'm writing a song. If I've got one part that I'm liking, I'll work on that, and then I'll move to a different section, and then I often end up re-recording everything. But while I'm learning it or writing it or doing some of the stuff, I'll take the little sections and go, what do I want to do here? And go over it and over it, over it and over it until I feel like the groove is right, the vocals are emphasized in the right place, whatever I'm doing at that point. And that's not a bad way to do it. And I guess I'm a combo between both you and Doug in that I do like the visual cues looking at the screen, but I also put in some audio cues, depending on usually vocal, here, something's going to get sung here and this is what it is and that sort of thing. To pull it all together.
Yep. I do. I mean, there is that little bit of combo because I can see I have a huge TV in front of me, which is running on my DAW, so I can see it, but it's running in like 4K and it's small, and I do technically wear glasses, and I can't see that well. So the only thing I can see is that big line going down the middle. Where is the song at? So I can't see like big.
Yeah, I know, and I'd love to tell you that gets better, but it don't get better.
No.
No, I mean, how bizarre is this? I'm looking forward to cataract surgery in a couple years to improve my vision again, because it really declined. I went in for the vision test even with my glasses on. I'm like, being a graphic designer like you are, I'm going by shapes. It's a K. I can't see that it's a K, but I'm deducing from the shape and everything that it's a K. And that is a new and not enjoyable experience for me because I had eyes like an eagle my entire life, and then, man, when I hit 60, my eyesight just tanked.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for that, but I do know that like my mom had glasses, I do believe, when she was younger, and because wore glasses, it corrected it. But typically, that's like a rare case, and
Yeah.
yeah, it gets worse. Doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, well, and everybody loses a little bit of the close-up vision because you just, your eye loses the ability to focus there. It gets flexibility. That just happens. That's normal aging. But and because of the work I do, I've worn, either reading glasses or had the little magnifier optivisor for, some of the intricate stuff. But I didn't need it, just help me see things up closer. But anymore, yeah, I gotta have it.
Yep.
He's got the hockey game on. Yeah, you can probably hear my phone in the background. That's my two boys on the family chat going back and forth. The Avalanche is up 2-1. But let's see. All right. Yeah, so they're going back and forth on the various hockey things. But again, playoff game, the Avalanche, I'm here with you folks because you matter to me more than my beloved Avalanche.
Are they watching the same? Is Gary watching the same one as them?
Yeah, it's the only game on at this time of night. The other games I think are already finished, and I was on the road, so I don't know what happened in the other games, but yeah, all right, here we go. We were waiting for you to come back.
Oh, my eyes, I can't see. I can't see either.
Yeah, no, it happens. But since we're on the hockey thing and you're back, I am going to play the Hubs world premiere from just about an hour ago. And
let's do it, because I missed it, and I was waiting for you to play it before I go over it.
So here we go. Let me grab that. And this is good stuff, everybody. The Ice Puck Challenge from our good friend, Gary Hubs. We ready, everybody? Here we go.
Boom to the boom.
Here we go, boys and girls.
All right.
Right on.
Are we ready for the official Ice Puck count?
Yeah.
So,
Brought to you
if
by
are new
Boland's Lager.
here- If you are new here, I have a hockey stick. I have 12 ice pucks, and my objective is from a distance of 15 feet to move as many of these 12 ice pucks from the pile to connect with that sink. And I have a little bit of I have some commentators to help me out with that, so
We do.
pretty excited. Let me set up the secondary camera, and you guys take the floor.
And Christopher, what do you think about the conditions tonight?
Well, the weather is favorable. They've had some cold. It's warmed up a little bit, which means that the ice puck should slide very effectively along the pavement. Now, it does depend whether he snaps the wrist or not and gets that elevation right off the stick. That could change the trajectory. Gary Hubs has been on a pretty good heater. But last week he was off his game a little bit. So let's see if he can rebound tonight, boys and girls.
Do you think there will be any distraction due to his birthday coming up this week? Maybe he'll have trouble focusing.
It's possible.
Many a sports psychologist would say that a birthday can really affect someone's swinging game.
Yes, it definitely affects the swinging game. There's no
But none of the
there.
licensed ones do. Coldacre, no licensed psychologists say that. That's the problem.
Okay.
What are the chances he hits that GoPro? I mean, come on, we can hope, right?
Of course we can.
That would be a pretty bad shank, but it's possible.
Well, we could get a ricochet.
Yeah, all
That
right.
pint glass on the left there is not out of danger area either.
No, you're
A
right.
follow through and a release could cause trouble.
I think it's more likely we'll get a ricochet off the door and an ice shard hitting the GoPro.
Doc,
The thing
Doc's
is looking-
starting with it again. You guys keep an eye on Doc.
No, we're
Oh,
not
He's lining up. He's lining up his
Yeah,
shot.
He's lining up the shot. He's checking the.
We got to get ready.
Oh, solid hit.
Solid hit. My
Nice.
goodness. Like he meant it.
That's a 1.
Yep, 1 in the chat. Here's the second shot. Oh, yes.
And that's a 2.
All
That might
right.
get some GoPro
Low
action.
left. What a shot. That hit the goalie in the
He's
4 hole.
focusing.
My goodness, he's on fire,
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
He is just.
Traditionally,
Fire.
when Gary starts with 3, he goes on to great things.
He is dialed in, ladies and gentlemen.
That third hit just knocked that sink around.
That's right. He had
That-
tremendous
the Kurt
torque.
Kasprick Memorial Sink.
Yeah, focus on the stick there. Watch the torque he's generating with that wrist as he sends this one home to the sink. Dead
my
center,
Oh,
boys and girls.
Didn't have the power,
we
but
could
it
be
definitely.
onto something special tonight.
I think so. We are on a roll. And that was
Well,
I tried
it was
to
going
good
to happen
outside.
eventually.
too
It
fast.
was going to happen.
I
And
tried
we
to
stopped
give
for
it to him.
refreshments.
Doc,
Yeah,
I don't
luckily-
want to hear any
Backing up
comments.
after that third
yeah.
one.
He was dehydrated, so he's solved that.
He missed
Let's,
that one.
Let's get back on track here, Gary.
What can Gary do? What can he
He's
do?
on 4. Come on, Gary.
All right, puck in
Rally.
position. Let's see the snap of the wrist. Yes,
Oh,
back on
okay,
track.
okay, okay.
Just got there, but it's counted.
Yeah, that was just inside the post.
Right on the tip.
Just the tip.
Ooh.
That
Ooh,
was
to the right.
Outside.
little. That was just off, just a taste, unfortunately. But he's on a good. There we go.
Ooh.
Solid,
That was-
solid hit on that
Back
one.
where we want to be.
Connection was right there.
Yeah. And the sink's moved. I think we need some sink adjustment.
Yeah, you need
Yes.
a little bit more
right.
leverage.
Thank you.
You know, I mean,
Thank
as
you.
a man, you got to make adjustments every once in a while, don't you not?
Normally, a ball boy would do that in tennis, but we don't have the luxury of that.
Yeah, well, I need a ball boy.
Gary's his own ball boy,
Oh, no, that's just a little bit to the
and
left.
that's a left.
But it's going to look great on the GoPro.
He's got to knuckle down and focus.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
does. It does. Come on,
Finish
Gary.
strong, Mr. Hubs.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
That's in. That's in.
Oh,
James
hey.
sounding like
What are
the
we up
coach.
to? We stopped counting.
Yeah,
Five,
I've got the count as 7.
7, yes. The
All right.
official count is 7.
Cool.
Oh, that's
That's
too
a
high.
miss.
It was just a little off, just a
little bit.
taste.
He's missed
Yeah,
by a
that
puff
see
thing.
that's the one you guys get fooled sometimes because the spray will hit the sink, but
That's right.
that missed, unfortunately. That's solid.
And that's good.
That's solid.
We're good.
All right.
How many pucks left?
All right.
Oh,
And that was the auxiliary puck,
That's a
but
bonus-
he was
a bonus
8 of
puck.
12.
The half bonus.
8 for
Yeah,
12.
that was really a very fine performance from Gary.
good.
He's a year older, but you could see he's a wily veteran at this point. Used his
You're older and
experience.
none the wiser.
Oh,
Thank you.
well done.
Really
Thank
knows
you.
how to handle his pucks.
Thank you
He
so
really
much.
does.
8 is a solid 9.
That was pucking.
8
beautiful.
out of 12. Fantastic.
I'll take it. Yep.
Yep.
It's that's solid. Every morning, every Saturday morning, Mini Bro says, "How many ice pucks did you get?" And I always lie and say I got 8. So
You don't have to lie to your kid.
yeah,
That's going to feel good. And he'd go, look, you don't have to take my word for it. I got Lane, I got Coldacre, I got Hugh, and I got Blue Gubrius and James. They will all tell you, kid, I scored 8.
I can tell him to watch the tape for sure.
There you go. Amazing, right? Wasn't that fun?
That is so fun. I'm sitting here cracking up.
Good
Great
stuff.
commentary from you guys. And you're all talking and it's all you can hear everybody. It's awesome.
Yeah, that was and a great editing cut together job by Gary there with his GoPro footage and everything. And
You know,
his-
people don't, that's why I asked in the chat. People don't know what goes into editing, but he had a frame and he had to get you guys who are on a panel in those that's, like you said, a lot of layering.
Yeah.
A lot that goes into it.
Fun stuff.
Yes. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Pole Vault, what's going on?
Because I'm not going live tomorrow night. So if you want to go for 20 hours, you're welcome to. Just end before Gary. But dump on Gary.
There you go. You
probably saw I put a community post out and I'm like,
yeah.
I was crazy at work today. Crazy.
Set up a little dump action. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, Larry. Yeah, I hauled down the hill to get to the show with 15 minutes to spare, 10 minutes to spare.
Tonight?
Yeah, because I'm working clear across town.
That's right. You're doing the convention thing. Yep.
Yeah, so I was up literally in the foothills of Denver. So I had
Good
to come.
for you. You still went live after having a crazy work day and with your hockey team playing.
Yeah, I'm a warrior. I love the show. And
I'm just like, I got too much going on. I'm not going live.
Well, again, you've been going live a long time, and I will miss when I'm out of town or whatnot. But I like doing the show. It's fun for me.
Yeah, good. We like it too.
Yeah.
Yay. We like it too. Oh,
we like it too. Yeah, and I'm gonna miss you guys tomorrow. I'm like just doing my show, but there are some nights I'm just like
yeah. Well, sometimes, and doing a Thursday show, I got a little energy because anticipation of the weekend.
Yeah.
You doing a Friday night show, like I've busted ass all this week, and now I got to come on and be entertaining for a couple hours. I get it.
I love it. It's fun, but midnight's late after work all day Friday and doing all the stuff I need to do at home and getting the bills paid and I gotta wait till midnight.
Adulting.
Yeah, adulting. But then once I get on there, it's like woo, adrenaline, and then I'm up till 4. Like I said,
yeah, I totally get that.
5 more cigarettes before I go to bed. Setting the coffee pot, Mr. Coffee for the morning.
Yeah, well, I guarantee. I'm going to be wired. I got to be to the show Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. and be all happy, and then I'll come home, and then I've got GMAs, and I'll be jacked up for that. And so I will switch it. There will be no whiskey drinking Friday night for Mr. Lane, but after I finish my set Saturday on GMAs, I am gonna suck it up like. Yeah. And so if I host the after party, that could be entertaining.
Wow. I have never made one of the festivals after parties. It's just it's California time, and I go on 9:30 my time, and I present for 4 different people.
Yeah.
And then I have fun watching, and then it's like, whoa, it's like I can't stay up till 2. And normally I can, right? But it's like I'm having a couple of drinks before I host as well. The night goes fast, and then it's like, well, I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get off.
I gotta get it off. I gotta get off.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Oh shit, Paul. You have to get up too?
Yeah, 7 a.m.
Because I don't go live, Paul, you can still end at midnight. You're not obligated, but I know that you have a lot of people that you like to play, and usually because you have to dump to my show, it cuts you off. So
yeah, well, you've got a little flexibility. You can go a little long, and it's all good.
That's what she said.
That fire is so cool. It's getting
Isn't it though? I'm mesmerized by it.
It's not smoking. That must be some nice kiln dried wood there. Kiln dried wood.
All winter and everything. Yeah, it's dry.
Love it.
Yeah.
We had a whole talk about wood once. Yeah.
I like talking about my wood. No question.
I've been a few conversations about wood.
I have thoughts. All right. But it is there's something primal about I could sit and stare at a fire for hours.
It's just relaxing.
I love it. Love it. So this is very cool that James has given us that, fireside. Mm-hmm. It's delightful.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Frank does fire pits every now and then, like with his son. And I said, you should come away. And he's like, I can't really play the guitar. But I'm like, you playing acoustic guitar by the fire would be like huge entertainment. But it is. It's dark.
Yeah. This would sound good. I do when I'm not on the show or something. I'll go on my deck at night and I'll bring my cigar box guitar out there.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Just
and just play some sitting by the fire blues. Oh, now I want to go do that.
I know. I just can't wait for the weather to get better. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the end of April. I get it. It's still just spring.
Oh shit, that reminds me.
I want like outdoor weather where I don't have to put a freaking coat on.
It actually was like 70 plus here today, so it's like pretty warm still.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think next week, I was talking the other night, I'm like, I think we're getting like rain for a full week. And I'm like, come on.
Oh, that's not.
I better check the weather now
Yep.
that we're talking about it. Make sure that I'm not.
And I was
gonna
talking to my
get
friend
any-
from Miami who I visited last week. She's like, come back. I'm like, yes, I want to.
Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, look at that. They changed the forecast. Ooh, it's supposed to be freezing tomorrow at night. Damn it. All right. Well, I'm going to have to get home from this show and I'm going to have to cover the new flower bed. Doggone it.
Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to get that cold, but
again.
let's look ahead. Nope, that's it. That's the last freeze dawn. Yeah, it's right. They're in the ground, so right at freezing, they should be okay. But I may just put a couple buckets out there and toss. I've got a frost blanket that I bought,
Oh, spot.
because I do have to cover the tomatoes occasionally towards the end of the year. So I think I'll just plan ahead and do that.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're protected.
We have annuals that come up all the time, which are beautiful. But we also buy plants that my husband, he's the planter, puts in the ground, flowers everywhere. Roses are annuals, but we just perennials, whatever we get. And there's been a couple of years where you put them in when you're supposed to put them in, and we get a frost out of nowhere. We're like, you fucking kidding me? Like we just lost like $200 worth of flowers because they just all frosted and died. Like,
Well,
so
I
we wait
used to
for
be a huge fan of Lowe's because there's one like a block from my house.
Lowe's,
Yeah, I don't like them as much as I used to, but
the store Lowe's.
yeah, I
Yeah,
always
we
buy my flowers there because they have a guarantee.
Oh,
And 2 years ago, and we keep the receipt, 2 years ago, we had a frost. Man, it killed like $700 worth of flowers. And we went back with our receipt and went, hey, and got all replacement flowers. So
they replace it because of Mother Nature. Very cool.
yeah, and now it's a great corporate thing, so they probably don't do it anymore. But that was their policy. And I should check and make sure it's still their policy. And it may just be here in Colorado. I don't know, but
Yeah,
but
we
that
get most of
saved
our
my
flowers from,
bacon.
like a local farm, which is right down the street.
Yeah.
Same place we get our wood for the wood stove. Pricey, but they grow everything there. They harvest all the mums for the fall. You can see them all in the fields. It's like beautiful stuff, but pricey. And when you lose them to the frost, it's
The worst. Well, yeah, I mean that's devastating.
ooh, you sell lettuce?
Yeah, my wife, she collects the seeds, so we do a lot of our own seeding, but we still probably this year we'll probably spend somewhere between $300 to $500 on flowers and everything, just
Yeah.
because. I mean, we've got, I don't know, 50 pots on between the front yard and the backyard, the deck and everything, and we like flowers, so.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it makes it, it can just sit out there and watch the bees, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let's take the. You can
Watch the bees.
Watch the bees. Yeah, I was telling, we got the stuff planted up front, and I was telling my wife, I really haven't seen any bees yet. And we're sitting on the deck and we're talking about it, and
So
a
cool.
bumblebee flew by. It was this big. It was
Oh, really?
enormous. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there you are.
Once things here in New England, or at least in my area near the ocean, just starts to get warm and humid, all of a sudden all the freaking flies come. Like we have black flies, like all in the garage.
The
Like, I have
worst.
fly tape. Well, we get the chickens there too. So
Yeah.
I get the fly tape and the flies everywhere. I'm like, oh, these flies and little baby ones make it through the screens in the window and come into the house, and it's just sucked.
Yeah. Why I could never live in Florida or places like that because the bugs. No, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
We have.
Be cute.
Yeah, I love those fuzzy bees. And when they, what my wife calls the pollen pants, where they get all the yellow on their legs and, where they're gathering all the pollen. That's kind of fun.
I don't get that close to them. I get the pollen on the windowsills when we open.
I get right there. I'm out there shooting the bees and and I'm not afraid of them or, and I've never been stung or.
You don't go.
No, that's the worst thing you can do. That's what my wife calls the bee dance. You start flailing around, the bee's like, what? And then they get agitated and then they sting you. But
yeah, I still run and scream like a little girl. I do.
Now, if you're just calm and you exude that, like, you're here, I'm here, it's all good.
Yeah, I think you're emitting some sort of like, I don't know, pheromone that they're like, oh, she's frightened. I'm going to keep chasing the shit out of her.
Yeah. Well, and we work when we're deadheading the flowers and everything. I mean, we're working around the bees, and we're talking to them and saying, "Hey guys, we're doing this so we can get more flowers, and you guys get more pollen." So
yeah, there you go.
Let me work here.
Pookie,
what's going on?
Pook pook, happy birthday. That woman must be 110 years old now. With all the birthdays she's had.
Yeah, I mean, she's really for 173, she looks great. I gotta say,
yeah. Red hair, bangs,
all of it. Yeah.
If I can, I'll put a little public service announcement just for those that are here. You guys already know about it. I'm putting together a video of a Frank Turzo original song that I was on for one of the charity albums. And we had a brainstorm yesterday, and I want to make the video about the community since the community pulse is awesome. And I would love to just include little tidbits or pictures of anybody who wants to send me something. I can't take on the responsibility of going to everybody I know's pages and grabbing videos. So I want to put this out there as much as I can to send me, just email me a 2-minute clip. I'm not going to use 2 minutes of it, but I need to be able to cut it up if I have a bunch of people. So if you want to be included in this, which I would love for you all to be,
all right.
email me at lauriesmishmash@gmail.com, a little short clip of yourself, or even just a still frame of your face. And I could zoom in.
Still frame, right? Okay, good. Yeah,
still
I'll do that.
Video, whatever you want. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Oh, you're 200 now, Pookie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I would love that. It's going to be a lot of work. Remember when I did Commissar? It's so hard to put a million people together.
Yes.
And you don't want to leave anybody out, but come on.
Well, this is a I mean,
videos from people. So.
But if you don't submit something, you're going to get left out. So there.
Fair enough.
I mean, for the song, I'm definitely including the people that were on it.
Of course.
Right, without them like having to solicit them, but I do want anybody who frequents Frank's show, anybody who's in the community to send me something if you can, if that makes sense. And I'll put out reminders of this.
Yeah.
It's something that whenever that album was a long time ago, the American album.
It wasn't that long ago. It was remember it got released right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're right. So it was only like November. But I mean, we did the music a long time.
Well, that's the thing. It's like...
And you just did it. I'm like, we have to make a video for it. We have to. So you can put it on your channel, right? It's not just on Bandcamp.
Right.
So Frank and I were like, let's just make a video. And I actually created one for him as a surprise. That was a revised version of it. And I just had clips of all his stuff. And he's like, this is freaking beautiful, but don't make it about me. Make it about everybody else. Because I had clips of us doing the Brady Bunch. I had clips of us on Hangs. And he goes, that's the idea I want you to go with. I said, all right.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I think everybody hangs out at Frank's. You know, why wouldn't you? It's just fun. You get to meet interesting people and...
So cool meeting all the people that he interviews and all that, yeah.
That's right. And if for some reason you can't find a link to some of these artists, You go to Frank's chat, it's there.
It's
Everybody.
Linkomania, yeah.
It is. It's a link fest. You can find a link, damn it.
A lot of work.
No, that has more links than a German deli.
DJ throws the links, he does the playlist, he does the community posts where he lists what everybody's doing every day. He really does a lot of work. So
Absolutely. And I mean, this started as a joke, but now he reminds me to make sure that I put my show up.
Yeah.
Because you guys know that, I mean, it's Friday afternoon at 4:00, and I went, oh, yeah, I should put a show together. Now DJ's reminding me, early in the week is like, hey, got your show put together? I've done it on Monday for weeks now. It's like
crazy.
Yeah, I did try a new thumbnail where, AI, that was shit. That was this
I
week.
always use AI for my thumbnails, but I do because
terrible.
it's a different theme. But yeah, but no,
Well, you do it right. I did it within StreamYard just to see what the capability was.
Oh, in StreamYard? Oh, yeah,
It's
great
terrible.
one. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so bad. Because it gives you one option.
Is it of your face?
Well, you got to put a picture in of something, and but it's kind of limited what you can pull from, and it's got a plain background. It's like, okay, well, this is crap. I won't ever do this again. But
I've seen that you can do how you change the background like you have here, and I try to do it for the theme that I'm having, and it says you can create an AI one, and I would type it out, and I'm like, this is fucking junk. It's like cartoon stuff.
No, that StreamYard's AI not good. No, not been impressed with that.
Like, Laurie, do you have the back and track challenge? I'm like, I just did my show 2 nights ago. Like, when did you think I'm like, I go, appreciate that you want to share it by Monday. I said, but I'm still getting over the high from 2 days ago. I'm like, I haven't thought about something for next week yet.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do rush and give them something.
No, but getting back to what you were saying about, the songs that you did, I get this all the time in my business. Like, remember that one article in that one issue? Is like, no.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're asking me about something that I published 5 years ago? Hell, I can't remember what I put in the last issue.
And if it was the only thing you published, you might remember it. But if you're doing it every week, and
come on now. No, I have to. That's why my office, which you can't see, is covered in bookshelves, and I have thousands of books and magazines in here that I got to go back and reference because I can't remember what's in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go, hey.
Fair.
And same thing with.
I'm so glad it's some guy that you weren't molested by Kevin Spacey.
No, no, that's you. You may be the only one, which. Yeah, but I mean, there's 2 ways to take that. It's like, he was molesting everybody, and he didn't want to molest me. Damn,
Yeah, I feel.
So I guess kind of a mixed blessing. It was Kevin Spacey didn't find me molestable.
Awful.
Yeah.
There's a song.
Great.
Kevin Spacey didn't find me molestable. Kevin Spacey didn't find me. This is how they
molestable. Oh, I mean, the melody on that, molestable.
It kind of flows.
It really does. All right. Well, I know what our next collaboration is, Lori.
That'll be my first original ever. I'm molestable. I'm impressionable.
Well, again, anything a bowl, you can rhyme a lot of things with that. Literally, a bowl.
Can you rhyme anything with Taco Bell, though?
No, taco hell, taco smell. Taco,
I saw
oh
Garrett
well.
in the chat room, and I'm like, where did that come from? Just out of the blue, it's like, what rhymes with Taco Bell? I'm like, what?
I didn't see that. But,
It was in days. You were working.
Yeah, that happens more often than not anymore.
Yeah. I don't usually get to catch her stuff right away because just the time of day. I'm like just finishing up work, then I have to do real life shit, adult shit.
Yeah.
But I was cooking and eating, so I was watching, quietly watching and commenting every now and then. But Adorable Anarchy, who's awesome. And I met her before because she was on Frank's before. So
Right. Yeah, and
sweet.
I caught that. And that was cool. But yeah, I was looking forward to the interview, which I will be. Actually, I think I have a little break about noon, so I'll probably come home and do emails and everything, and I'll probably watch that while I'm doing it.
She's great. She's great.
Yeah. No,
And
it's
Jade's
been.
great. Jade's interviews are awesome.
Yeah, she does a great job with that. So, and yeah, Adorable's channel has got lots of good stuff on it.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
multi-talented.
Absolutely.
Yep, I was sitting out here by the fire watching it.
Oh,
I
see?
saw you, and you got gifted a membership from Jade.
Yeah.
I saw that. Now you can use the emoji faces,
Yay.
but you have to
Yeah.
renew. I think that only when someone gifts it to you, does it only last a month, and then you have to renew it yourself?
Yeah, it lasts a month because I got a gift membership to Helen Clark's somehow.
Oh,
I mean, out of the blue, and I'd been on the show for, I don't know, weeks, and somebody gifted me on the show. So thanks, whoever did that.
random. It's
Yeah,
not.
totally random. That one, and I got gifted another one too, and
If you're subbed, yeah, you're out there. Yeah.
yeah.
Pole vault. Put your clothes on. How you doing, Paul?
I think Paul is living the dream, or a reasonable facsimile.
Well, I know he was talking about different ways to go with, and he says this openly, was still trying to lose weight, whether you do Ozempic or you do the hard natural way, but so he's going to get checked in the morning. Okay. Well, good luck.
Yeah, it would be hard to lose weight in Texas because you got great Texas barbecue, you got all those great Mexican restaurants.
You have to just find ways to replace what you like. And I don't want to be a dog paw, but you can make barbecue sauce that doesn't have sugar in it. You can still have pulled pork. You can have bread just made from almond flour. You just have to find the sneaky ways to do it. And it's taken me a while, but I'm still discovering things where I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I did make my pulled pork the other day, and it was sauce optional. So you could do what you wanted to do.
Plain, yeah.
But it was.
Let's go the diarrhea way. In other words, you want to take Ozempic and you're gonna have stomach aches all the time. You're gonna shit yourself.
Yeah, hey,
that's your prerogative.
What was that? They had something they put in potato chips that they were
something.
Yeah, something like that, and this gets rid of the trans fats, and then everybody had violent diarrhea. Like,
cramps, diarrhea.
It's not. Yeah, like, give me the oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes better living is not through chemistry. Just
Listen, losing weight is simple science. Find out what your resting metabolism is, what you burn for calories based on your height, age, genre, gender. If you just lied in bed all day, you add 500 calories to that because you're obviously walking around and doing stuff. That is what you burn just doing basically nothing. Eat 500 calories less than that, and you lose a pound a week. It's just a deficit.
That's
now,
right.
if you want to make it even improve your health, yes, get rid of the sugar, get rid of the breads, but you don't have to. Just have a deficit.
Yeah.
I get rid of the sugar and breads because it was causing so much inflammation that was the only way to go and stop cravings.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, let's review. People have been eating breads and things for centuries, and they weren't fat because there was times of famine. They didn't eat like we eat. They didn't have the food availability, and they were working to try not to die. So, they were running a calorie deficit.
Shit for food in the United States these days.
Oh, it's horrible. You really
chemicals,
have to work to eat better. It can be done, and it can be done. I won't say cheaply, but it can be done economically. Because again, if you're consuming less, said the guy who ate Wendy's for lunch today because there was nothing else up there, and the restaurant was closed. So,
Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah.
yeah, it was, and I hadn't eaten in Wendy's in probably 3 years, and
Yeah.
the bun was kind of nice. It was like a brioche. That seemed new.
Really?
That was kind of fun, but other than that, it was Wendy's.
Well, I forget what I was going to say. But if you live in like Italy or all these other nations that are not the U.S., they can eat bread, drink wine because it's not full of the preservative crap that's
The
poisonous.
Italians eat
And they're
pasta
thin.
every fucking day.
And they're thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not-
Italians also smoke like
love
chimneys,
Snickers.
so there's that.
I love Twix and Snickers. I do miss that.
See, I don't have that. I don't know about you, James. I'm not a candy guy. Never have been.
Oh God, I am.
Yeah, we know you are.
Well, I'm going to send you a recipe for. Do you like peanut butter? Like peanut butter and chocolate? I can send you a recipe for like high protein peanut butter and chocolate snacks.
Well, who doesn't love peanut butter?
Yeah, I made some the other night, and I just got every now and then I'll go and just take a little knifeful, and it's the natural peanut butter, so it doesn't have added sugar.
Yeah,
And then you take the sugar-free chocolate chips, and you add like vanilla protein powder and vanilla and salt, and when you're not eating sugar, it tastes like heaven.
yeah. I keep peanut butter around.
I used to do the Slim Jims when I first started this. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not cutting it.
Well, and again, there's a lot of chemicals in there. I mean, I'll eat jerky from the gas station, in lieu of something else, but
Yeah.
let's not pretend. If you make your own jerky, it's amazing, but it is a lot of work.
Well, I've done it on my show a couple times and showed you guys, but one thing that I tried that's really good is you get pepperoni, sprinkle a little Parmesan on it, or even like everything bagel seasoning, and put it in your air fryer, and it comes out like crisps. And you get that, if you want salty chips, but you're eating meat and Parmesan, which is perfectly fine as long as you don't overdo it. But
Yeah. Well, I do not have an air fryer. That's a kitchen gadget I do not own because I just, you guys have seen my kitchen in my videos. It's a narrow galley. Man, I don't have counter space for a.
yeah. You guys are rubbing up against each other already. I don't have a lot of counter space either. I mean, we have 2 coffee pots. We have the air fryer now. We have a toaster.
Yeah.
And that's in like just 2 sections near the sink. But I only got the air fryer when I started keto because I'm like, you could do everything in there and make it crispy.
No,
and yummy.
I get it, but I keep my stand mixer there, for making my own pastas and mashed potatoes and everything. So I'm not giving up my stand mixer for a air fryer.
Well, that's why James talks about having the Keurig. I'm like, I would love to have one, but I don't have the room for one.
Yeah.
And I don't do 1 cup at a time, and that would aggravate me. I would be there 12 times.
No, I actually reuse. So if I got like a 16, if I have a 16-ounce mug, I do like 3 times in there or whatever to fill it up. So.
Oh, it's not just one. It is 1 cup.
No, it's not just 1 cup. I guess. Yeah, it's like like your mug or something the size.
Right.
Of that.
Yeah. Okay. But you'd have to do that 3 times with 3 different packets.
No. I actually a lot of people at work used to do that all the time, and then they seen me doing that, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just opening it and closing it and doing it again." They're like, "That works?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
The machine doesn't know. It's like there's something in there. I'm good. Squirt.
So does it get like weaker though as you do it?
I guess there's that potential, but I like breakfast blends, so it works out for me.
Me too. Yeah.
Well,
you like the blends.
I have a good friend when we go visit our farming friends, and they have a Keurig because they don't drink coffee like I do. But she has the little Keurig container things that you can fill up with ground coffee. Yep. And that's what she does. And yeah, I do 2 or 3 cups out of it. It's fine.
Yep. I have one of those too, but yep.
When I go to a hotel, that they always have the Keurig in there now, which is weird.
Yeah.
They used to have like a tiny little percolator.
Yeah.
And now they have Keurig, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Never really knew how to do them. I had to learn quickly.
Either way, I love those things because I'm the kind of dude that, if I'm on the road, because it's usually earlier time zone for me. I got to make the Keurig or the little percolator a cup to get me down to the lobby to get coffee.
Yes, me too. Same. Yeah.
Shower and get enough to make it downstairs and actually have pants
That's
on.
what I do when I'm away. And of course, I'm running downstairs because I want my morning cigarette, which is bad. But I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to have my coffee first, but then I'm going to run downstairs and have the cigarette. And then get the good coffee, too.
Yeah.
It does take longer to wait for your coffee if you're using like a pot or a percolator. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. That's why I set it the night before. I wake up, it's already done. Set it and forget it.
Yeah, it works for me in the morning. But if in the hotel, I fill it up, get it brewing, go take a shower, and then, I'm standing there in a towel, sucking up the coffee so I can.
Filthy.
Those visuals good?
Yeah. How about that?
Just picture him with a white towel around.
Yeah. It's like, wet hair. There you go, folks. Try not to get excited about that later tonight, thinking about it.
Woo.
People going, yeah, no problem.
No problem.
That's not exciting at all.
I won't be thinking about that when I go to bed.
Yeah, please don't. Now I feel bad for saying it.
Too late. That's what Paul Wall says. All right, well, I'm going to skedaddle. It's 12:15 already, so I have to do my smoking, listen back to my song, close up the garage, and go to work tomorrow morning.
That sounds good.
All right. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, thank you. Always great to see you. We won't see you tomorrow night, so
you'll see me, but it's not on my show.
Yeah, well, and we will see you around, and we'll see you Saturday night on Sunfest.
Looking forward to that. Absolutely. I hope you guys all join us there.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Lori. Great to see you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Be well. And there she goes, Lori's Mishmash. Off to Smoker Chickens. Close it down.
Yeah, get off.
Love it. Okay. Very good. Hey, how's it going, Slag Saint? Thanks for joining the show. And we are kind of winding up I think we're done with the coffee talk, although I've still got with that much. And that's going to get my Avalanche are up 3-1. I'm glad to hear that. My boys are keeping me in the loop with the phone dinging and chats, and I'm checking every once in a while going, all right.
There you go. I'm out of coffee. I got to get some logs going here soon.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, I will, I got a couple songs queued up. I think I will play, this will allow you to get a cup, but Frank Turzo is finally getting I think this is the last or next to last song from his last album that is now in video form. And this song is a kick-ass song. Really like it. So I am going to cue up the latest from we've talked about Frank quite a bit tonight, but let's hear right from Frank Turzo. And here's his new video, Church Bells, everybody. Frank Turzo.
I was born in a little old town. I was born in a little old town with lilacs and blossoms. Fit a little old town. Yeah, I was primed in a little old town. Yeah, I was primed in a little old town. The creeks in the hilltops filled a little old town. can still hear the church bells ringing in this little old town.
Man, how about that? Frank Terzo, everybody. I mean, you got blues, you got slide guitar. That's a kick-ass song. I really like that one. And I like me some Frank Terzo. But that was a particularly good song. I'm digging it. Had a great vibe tonight. I'm kind of fired up about that. So yay, Frankie. And as you guys know, I don't play a lot of songs on here, but, I play things that turn me on that I hear during the week. And when I heard that one, I guess last week, I'm like, dang, I like this song a lot. So, hey, Josephine, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. So, yeah, that was a little Frankie Terzo, everybody. And, good stuff, and we'll play one more as we close out the show here in the next 15 to 30 minutes. We'll see. Gonna check with my boys on my phone. The lanes are tight. We keep the family chat a going. So, what time do we got?
Oops.
What's left in this? All right, I'm not sure how much time is left in the game. All right, did you get a reload?
Yeah, now I got to go all the way inside, all the way upstairs, and around the block, and
That's fine. Yeah, Frank had a long song, so it's good. We just got back a minute ago. So,
okay.
But again, hey, if you had any question whether coffee powers this community or not, you're getting your answer tonight. At least the people that hang out on my show are fueled by coffee.
Yep, fresh cup right here.
There you go. I can almost smell it over the internet. That's one of those good smells, right? Fresh brewed coffee smells amazing, I think. I really like that smell.
Oh yeah, and you just gotta sip it. It's pretty hot.
Nice. Yeah, I like a fresh pot. Certain smells are great. Like now, I'm not a smoker, but I love the smell of a good cigar. I'll just hang out with people who are smoking cigars because I like the smell of it.
Okay.
Even though, yeah, now I don't like the taste of cigars, which is why I don't smoke them. I used to, but I like the smell. And pipe tobacco. My father smoked pipe briefly when I was a kid.
Okay.
And again, I love the smell of that. It smells amazing to me, but
those are kind of exactly what I smoke is they are pipe tobacco cigars and it's wine flavored, so it's got a really strong, like I actually had somebody get in the car with me once, and I was sitting in the back seat and my friend was driving and he got in the passenger seat and he was like, who's drinking in here? We're looking at him like, drinking in the car? Like who? No, what? No. And we couldn't figure it out. And then it like clicked in my head, and it was like, I was like, wait a minute, is it these? And he's like, that's what it is. I was
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those smells. And there's certain, I don't know, certain things like, and this will be weird, and if you've never experienced it, but old Lionel trains smell a very certain way, very distinctive. And when I walk into an antique store or anywhere where I get that smell, it smells like my childhood.
Yeah, I know that smell.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're familiar with that smell, there's nothing else that smells like old Lionel trains. But it's an amazing combination of the smoke that they used and the oil and the old DC motors in there. They just smell like Lionel trains.
Kind of the same with like when you go in a barn or a garage of somebody that's got like a big tractor in there or something like that. It's got that diesel smell and that tractor smell, and you know it's in there.
Oh yeah, there's an old machinery smell that is very distinctive. Just that oil and caked grease and yeah, metal. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Frank does. Man, back in the day, Frank Smollett was super powerful. I mean, it had basically it had its own TV show. That mullet was boss.
Yeah.
I've never had an intentional mullet. I'm not saying I didn't have a mullet, but it wasn't supposed to be. I just, But yeah, there was a couple old pictures, like when Kay and I were early married, and the boys were like, "What the hell?" And they went, "Mullet." I went, "Well, it's not supposed to be. It's mullet-ish. It has mullet-like tendencies. It identifies as a mullet, but that's just the way you got your hair cut when you were a hockey guy." And
Yeah.
yep.
I never did that, or a mohawk.
No, I never did that. No, never went the mohawk route.
I spiked it when I was like, a little kid, and my grandma was like, "You're one crispy dude." She used to say that to me. Or something, and yeah.
Yeah, well, hair is one of those fun things, that like my youngest dyed his hair through high school and everything. I'm like, God, knock yourself out. It's hair, doesn't hurt nothing. And if it gets dumb, you can just cut it off, or it's not a permanent. It's not like going out and getting your face tattooed. That's one that you better be serious about it, because you're gonna have that.
Yep.
But yeah, hair is a fun thing, easy to change, and you don't like it, you can cut it off or let it grow out or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you could always get a face tattoo colored in or removed, but removed, I feel like you're still gonna know what was kind of there. But if you get it like blacked out, you can just be like, "Oh yeah, it's a birthmark."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, one of my wife's coworkers, had lots of tats and everything, and spent a lot of money on ink, and now she's spent a lot of money on laser tattoo removal. Sometimes it's things in your youth you decide this was a great idea, and later on maybe not as good.
Yep. Yep. I can't say I mean, I'm all for tattoos. I got a bunch of them, but I didn't go the face tattoo route because
yeah, that's a bit much.
or neck tattoos.
Yeah, the people that are into them, and that's fine, and I don't judge. Well, no, I'm going to retract my own statement there. I do judge, because I go to hot springs all the time, and people are in their swimsuits and everything, and I have seen thousands of terrible tattoos.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have no business being tattoo artists.
Like that, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The guy that comes on Lori's show that's got everything tattooed, like that. That looks cool. I'm all for that. I forget. Oh man,
Yeah, but I mean, it's got to be good. Now, my son has a little ink, but he's very particular on the design, and a very good artist, and it's on his arms. It's cool, and he's never. He's got two or three is all, and that's fine. Again, it's art that I appreciate, but like everything else, there's a lot of bad artists out there, and God, I have seen some tattoo. And the worst thing is, like, if we're at the hot springs and we're seeing a younger person with a really terrible tattoo, and my wife and I both look at each other and go, as they age and that gets saggier, that bad tattoo is going to be that much worse. Brr.
Yeah, well, so it's a choice, right?
Yeah.
With it, you know what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Tattoo, like, they aren't sorry. Well, I mean, maybe that's not true. Never mind.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Plenty of people that are sorry they got their tattoos, but for the most part, like people that get them genuinely like to get tattoos.
Well, there is definitely a thing. It's people that are into it. They tell me it's super addictive.
Yeah.
I mean, they get addicted to getting tattooed, and I can understand that. Yeah, you don't the small face tattoos like the little teardrop. Yeah, that's a face tattoo I don't want to see. Just saying. It's small, but I don't want to see that either.
Yeah, I mean, since I've been around a lot of tattoo culture, for me, it's like hey, yeah, I respect whatever tattoo you got. So I'm not gonna. If you got a teardrop, hey man, more power to you. I'm not gonna judge you on it.
Yeah, well, out at least we're in the big city here, that has a very special connotation, and
Yeah, exactly. Right. There's that. Yeah.
yeah. So, there you go. I think we could all get behind getting a tat of Frank's mullet.
Yeah.
Get that flow going down your arm. That'd be all right.
Yeah. Do like a Bart Simpson version.
Yeah, there you go, the Bart. And yeah, I'm kind of that way too. I have strongly considered it over the years, but I just never found a design that's like, yeah, I want to put that on my body and wear it the rest of my life. Not saying I won't someday.
Yeah.
I can see a big old Celtic cross on my arm, but
And that's that's how it is for me. Again, I understand that there's people out there in the world that just get whatever, and it is just do whatever you want, man. That's
yeah.
cool.
Live your life, man. It's all good.
It's all meanings, and it's gotta. There's stuff behind them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all good. Well, again, there's exceptions to everything in the corporate world. Tattoos are fine, but don't get sleeves if you're going to be, working for IBM. That just,
I think that's more acceptable now, but like if you're moving up in the upper echelon, I think maybe a little bit more frowned upon. But that's not to say that there's plenty of people that are like executives with tattoos.
Yeah, well, again, depending if you got something on your chest or your arm, who cares? You're wearing a suit and tie. Nobody sees that. That's not, But if it's up your neck or down, your sleeve, maybe. If you're trying to close a $1 billion deal, maybe the banker looks at that and goes, again, everybody has weird biases.
He's like, "Yep, I have anything you need." No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't hurt me. Well, interesting, like in Japanese culture, even to this day, tattoos are relatively rare. The only people there that are prominently tattooed are the Yakuza, the Japanese, crime family. And that's just, culturally, that's where they're at. Whereas other cultures, they're tattooing everything and have for centuries. And
yeah, I was gonna say tattooing and stuff in that aspect is better. It's like it's deep in many cultures.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's what's interesting about it is, in Polynesian culture and areas that are physically not that far from Japan, tattoos are they're great. I mean, it's a big, but yeah, the Japanese are interesting in that respect. I always found that just one of those. Japan is a place I would really like to visit someday. I don't know that it'll ever happen, but I find Japan fascinating.
Yeah, I like Japan. Japan's cool.
Yeah.
I had to take we took class. I don't know why in the world my elementary in the middle of rural or Michigan. No need for a Japanese class in elementary school at that, but we had one.
Yeah. I had a very good friend from college, and he probably spoke Japanese as well as any Westerner could. And that was his thing. And he spent years living over in Japan and worked for corporations because he spoke Japanese so well. And he would come back and we'd get together for a beer when he was in country and talk about some of the interesting things he experienced over there, and it always made me want to visit it. But he ended up back here because he just said, yeah, that doing what I'm doing in corporations wasn't great. And he ended up teaching Japanese, to exchange students. There were Japanese exchange students here in the U.S., and he became a professor at one of the colleges. And
Nice.
I've lost track of Dave. I've got to have to talk to Dave in 10 years at least. I wonder what he's up to.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Do you still recognize me, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it's interesting. I do have a couple of college friends that still live in town here, and I got together with one of them. I don't know. It was again about 10 years ago, and he ended up marrying my roommate, who was a hairdresser, and we had a place together, and so Fred was always over, and they became a couple and ended up getting married, and they've been married almost as long as my wife and I have been, or maybe even a little longer. But anyway, yeah, it was interesting that we kind of lost track of each other for a number of years, and I think we found each other on LinkedIn or something, and we got together and had a beer and everything, and that old thing, you can't go back again. I mean, Fred was still Fred. I liked everything about him, but our lives had just gone very different directions. And the thing that we spent the most time talking about is he had had cancer and I'd had cancer. And so, yeah, we spent 2 hours talking about cancer and our treatments and surviving it and all that kind of stuff. And then I think we got together one more time, and it was just life moved on, right?
Yeah.
And I say that to say this: my wife has been best of friends with some people she went to high school with all these years. I mean, she's tight with these people still, and I don't talk to anybody I went to high school with. I've lost track of my college buddies. I just doing different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when you have kids,
Yeah.
you're on a totally different track. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just doing different things. I guess no, and of course my college buddies, none of them were surprised that I continued to play music, I guess, in that respect.
Yep.
I was like, well, of course, why wouldn't you?
Because you're a singer, right?
Yeah, I've been told. In case you don't know, yeah, I also sing. Oh God, Lori, I can't wait for Sunfest. She'll probably bust my chops, and I'll have to have stone face on, like I'm into my set, because yeah, she'll probably bring out the big guns, which is fine. I mean, I can take a joke, but I'll get you, Lori.
Oh, that was funny.
That was fun. That was kind of I hope we do it again in about 6 months to a year. But, we all, here's my idea. We should tape our roasts, videotape them, so that they can go and, people are not stepping on the laughs and all that other kind of stuff, or the punchlines. Because you were great, and you had it down, and it was going, and people, didn't interrupt you. But poor Lori probably had 3 more really good zingers, but nobody heard them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, mine was even interrupted a little bit, but you still got most of mine, but hers was a lot more chopped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was because we were just figuring out the laughing format there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Again, you have ideas and sometimes they don't work. Sweetening it up with the laugh track turned out to not really work that well. So,
well, it didn't, because it actually made it funnier because it wasn't right.
Yeah, because it wasn't working. Yeah, it was like, And sometimes that is fun. I mean, I'm an older guy, and I used to love Johnny Carson. I mean, I watched Johnny Carson every night. And Carson was a funny guy, but he was best when his jokes sucked. And he was out there dying, and people were not laughing at the jokes, but they were laughing to his reaction to how bad the joke was. And he was the master of that. I mean, that was way funnier than the jokes some shows. Yeah, so he turned being bad into an art.
Yeah, I think that gets like lost nowadays because a lot of people are trying to be the funny route, and then if it falls flat, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's somebody who's done a little bit of comedy. There's nothing worse than, you think you got good material and you're standing there and it's crickets. And you're just thinking, okay, here's my next joke. And in that one bombs, you're thinking, well, I hope the stage collapses and I'm killed instantly because this is horrible. There is nothing worse than, dying the 1,000 deaths of just being in front of people and not being funny.
That and that was I actually had that fear when I did that because I was like, well, I don't know what Lori's gonna do, so I don't know how scorched earth she's gonna go on me. Do I
Yeah.
really rip her one so that I guarantee that I get a laugh, or should I probably take it just a little bit of edge on it? So I was like, yeah, I'll just do a little bit of edge on it. I don't want to, yeah, but take that of.
Yep, that's the art form there too. I had levels and I didn't I had two that were more vicious, which I didn't choose to do. Because it was just more time than, again, Lori can take a joke. She's got a great sense of humor, but like, how, but again, it's always funny through that lens of if people are kind of roasting you and you're thinking, well, where's that coming from?
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's also the when's the roast coming?
Yeah. Yeah. The other one is like, yeah, you haven't said anything that's not true yet. Yeah, I definitely had that one. I mean, I figured somebody'd go hard on the fan and like, well, yeah, I love my fan. I can't, I mean, it gets a whole lot warmer here. You're going to start hearing a little bit of fan background noise and you'll see the air puffing a little bit because it gets really hot in my office.
Did she pull the fan? Card out on you? I didn't.
I think she had one fan thing, but I mean that's like a no-brainer. That one's almost too easy. That's probably why she didn't go there. But and again, this all comes from, and I keep meaning to release the short because I videotape myself walking around and in my neighborhood or whatever, and my hair is always blowing wildly because the wind is always blowing here in Colorado. A calm day is unusual. Yeah, I went to the show, and between walking to the parking lot, getting in the lobby, my hair was everywhere. I had to go into the bathroom and kind of, because it it looked like I'd stuck my head in a swirly. It's just, how it is out here.
Yeah. You got some nice hair going on there.
It goes well, and like when I'm working in the yard, and like I forgot to, put on my bandana, and then I spend the time eating my hair, or I can't see what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, I have had long hair at one point, and that I remember that being always a thing.
Yeah.
Or in your eye.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't usually get it my eye. My mouth, yes, not my eye. Which doesn't make any sense, but, whatever.
Those when you're...
Yeah, well, like if you lean over what the length of mine is, and I'll eat something, cereal or whatever, and like... I can't eat a peanut butter sandwich without getting some air in there, and so then I've got peanut butter in my hair, and like.
Well, I was going to mention that. That's one of the things that I do for like a sweet kind of treat is I'll do like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that's I send one with my wife to work every day because she's tiny. She needs the calories and the protein, whereas with me, ixnay on the calories, eh? Um, and so I don't do the jelly. We keep jelly in the house, but I don't eat it.
Or preserved. But
Yeah.
Same. They both got sugar in them.
Yeah. Well, and part of the reason why I keep a couple of them is because I will make a glaze if I'm doing Cornish game hens or one of the smoked birds. Then I do a nice glaze with port wine and like apricot jam, and it's delicious on fowl.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I made
I never thought to use a jam for that.
yeah, it's got got a little sugar in it, and it's got the pectin, so it will break down, but it coats it nicely, and that little bit of fruitiness goes really well with chicken or Peking duck. It's an orange glaze.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a good combination, and I've gone from being a dude who I didn't know how to make any gravies a couple years ago to now I make gravies and pan sauces that are, as good as anything I make. Like last night I had the pork loin that I showed you guys the picture of. Well, I made a pan sauce to go with my mashed potatoes, and it was epic. Now I'm getting hungry thinking about it. How much time? Shows will be done in 10 minutes. I can finish off that little bit of pork roast and get some gravy and mashed potatoes.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I did chicken. I cooked it right here on the fire.
Yeah.
Had salt and pepper on it and a little bit of oregano, and that was
beautiful. Yeah, it looked good. Wow, again, that wood fire, that does nice thing to meat.
Yes.
The cavemen knew what they were doing, folks.
Yes.
And that's why if you have a barbecue, that's why all the guys are standing around the grill because meat burning. It's genetic. We're drawn to it.
Then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear all the coyotes going up, and probably from the smell of the meat and everything.
Oh yeah. Like, hey, what you cooking, bro? That smells good. You might have any of that barbecue chicken or grilled chicken?
I ended up putting some barbecue sauce on it, but I just I only had what is that, Sweet Baby Ray's or whatever.
Which I will say, now I make my own barbecue sauce, but I keep Sweet Baby Ray's in my fridge because that's my favorite commercial sauce. I think it's very balanced. The acidity to the sweet is on the money. It's got good spices. I'm a big fan of Sweet Baby Ray's.
And you can also obviously mix that with different things to make different.
Absolutely. And as you can tell, folks, we've morphed into the talking about food portion of the show, which we have to. It's like I check my contract. I do have to talk about food. I don't have to talk about ailments. And we've managed to not do that tonight, but we're going to talk about food.
So coffee, right? That's what we're supposed to be.
Yeah, we've covered our coffee. I think our coffee bases were effectively covered. So I feel good about that. I mean, that was the little bit of that, clickbait. Let's talk about drugs.
Fair enough.
But this is the thing. When you say drugs, everything's a drug. It just is,
Caffeine, I guess.
Caffeine is a drug. Ain't no question. Alcohol is a drug.
Yeah.
Marijuana, drug. Prescription drugs. I mean, if you're chewing on the bark from specific trees, drug. Hey, speaking of drugs and coffee, there's Emperism, it's about that time. Emperism's up in the morning having his cup of coffee. We talked about coffee tonight, Emperism. We know you're a big fan.
Yeah.
I like when he comes on Gmail, he's like, good morning. And he's got his coffee.
Yeah. It looks so delicious.
Hey, you want to play some Emperism? Can do. And, he puts down his coffee cup and he goes for it. And like, hey, he's better in the morning than I am. I couldn't, I'm not playing Jack in the morning.
Yeah. Takes you a little. I gotta finish that cup at least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely, I'm pretty much a full cup between getting up, driving my wife to work, and getting back, and then I can think about starting my day and being productive.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. The universe will not spin. The Earth will not spin on its axis without a little caffeine propulsion.
Yeah. I think when the coffee beans are low in production, the world stops spinning a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, and people don't realize when, the original where coffee beans come from, South America, is the cacao, which, can be made into chocolate. And that's what the Aztecs and all those people drank, was that cacao. It was, basically a coffee concoction. There's a ton of caffeine in those beans. Yeah, and I'm no botanist, folks, nor have I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, but they are the two beans are somewhat related, if I understand correctly. So,
Okay. Is it kind of like a hemp versus a marijuana plant kind of thing?
maybe, I'm sure if Dogpaw's still with us, he can, tell me how wrong I am about everything. But, um, yeah, I think that there's some relationship between the plants and the beans and the stuff they produce. But yeah, that was unheard of, in Europe until they discovered America and everything. Now, of course, coffee's grown in a lot of places in, Java, hello, in the Pacific, too. But I don't know that it really worked its way from there up into Europe. I mean, the Turks have been drinking coffee for a long time,
Yeah.
and I don't know where they were getting their beans from. Of course, they were active traders, the Ottoman Empire, so I don't know where they were getting it. We should have researched this before I did this show, but
I was wondering if it was below the, that because yeah, like you said, South America is where all of our coffee beans, because it's warmer climate. So I wonder if it's the same way, over there, where like the warmer climate grows the coffee beans.
yeah, who knows? I am going to now. I'm curious, and I will put my research skills to the test, and I will have answers for the next show about the origins of coffee and how it developed around the world and who was drinking it first, and because now I got to know.
After the show of talking about coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it'll be coffee, the sequel. This time it's decaffeinated. By the way, and this is just my personal thing, decaffeinated coffee, why?
I mean, unless there's people that like can't have caffeine and still like to drink coffee.
I get those. I mean, decaffeinated coffee's a thing, so lots of people must, want the coffee without the caffeine. But yeah, for me, it was like, okay, why?
I think we had one person in the workplace where I remember the lady that ordered all the supplies for the office, and she would always order one thing of decaffeinated because of that one person requested it.
Yeah, well, again, if that's, yeah, I'm kind of with you. Yeah, instant coffee is the other thing. Instant coffee sucks. It just does. I mean, I would just drink water. And I drink a lot of water. I love water, but instant coffee, I never understood it. We had some in my cabinet, literally for decades. It just sat in there. We never used it. And I find when I was doing one of my cabinet cleanouts, I'm like, okay, we've had this instant coffee sitting here. I can't cook with it. You don't drink coffee anymore. I'm throwing this out. Away it went. Went where it was supposed to go. Yeah, see, there you go. Even camping. My old man had an old camp coffee pot. So it had, all the burn marks on it, and it had the little heavy glass thing on the top so you could see it when it's perking, and then had the little narrow tube that went down in the basket that sat on top that you put the coffee grounds in, and the water would boil up through it and go back down. And yes, the old campfire coffee. And God, we had that for decades. So I think my brother inherited that pot. I got our old tent, which I used for a long time until it was finally, this tent was an old canvas tent, and we camped in it for decades. Got it from Montgomery Ward, so you have to be pretty old to even remember that was a store once upon a time.
Yep.
And it was probably what would be considered a 6, maybe even an 8-person tent. I mean, the 4 of us would sleep in there. It was a little tight, but it was because it was that heavy canvas. I mean, that tent literally weighed so much. It was ridiculous. Nothing like modern tents that are, lightweight and pop right up. To set this thing up, and there was a sequence to it. And I remember when I took my wife camping, fairly early on, and I'm setting up this tent by myself, and she's like, "Holy crap, how are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I've been setting up this tent for, 15 years. I know the tent."
Is it canvas waterproof?
Yeah, because it was treated with stuff. It was, you had to be careful because remember, well, you probably don't remember, but back in the day, like if you touched it on the inside, it would ruin the waterproofing and it would,
Yes.
come through. There was an old Leave It to Beaver episode where this happened. They were touching the tent, it's like, oh, that doesn't really happen. And yeah, it really did happen. But
it still happens on modern tents. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I miss camping, but I'm too old to sleep on the ground anymore. I don't.
Air mattress.
Oh, we had those, but again, I'm a big dude, and the air mattress would basically fart, for an hour, and then I would be flat on the ground. There's no air mattress that could the valve would withstand me sleeping on it for a night. Yeah.
I had to sleep on one for I'm a big dude too. I had to sleep on one for about a month here when I first moved in here because there was no bed.
I probably had. Well, again, all my camping stuff was old, so
Fair enough.
maybe a better air mattress would hold it. But yeah, I didn't have that.
Yeah, air mattress thing. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and I get it. If you have kids, I think, should be required by law to take your kids camping and teach them, moss grows on the north side and how to navigate in the woods and, how to use a machete or a little axe and not cut your friggin' foot off and, skills. My tongue's getting tired. Skills that kids need and don't get living in the city. I wouldn't trade my camping experiences for the world. It was some of the best family time we had with my parents and then with my kids. It was great.
Yeah, I still love it. Yep, I still do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, we talked about getting a camper trailer. We still might one of these days. But,
yeah.
My little Ford is not powerful enough to pull one of those things. It's great by itself, but
unless you got maybe one of them little pop-up rigs or something.
Yeah, that's what we talked about that. But even, that kind of stresses I've got the Escape with the 3-cylinder engine. Great on fuel, does great in the mountains, but doesn't have a lot of pulling power. Not like my old Explorer. That thing would.
So you'd probably have to get a new like a whole for it or something because those things are usually pretty wood.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think my wife would be happy. She looks at these Mercedes campers that have the 4-wheel drive and she goes, I want one of those. Like, yeah, I do too. Do you got $80,000 laying around? You know,
Yeah,
check my.
that might be a better option. That way you don't got to pull it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, you know, and we could go four-wheeling the places we wanted to go, but yeah, you never know. We'll see what retirement brings if we eventually get there. But I think, speaking of retirement, I think we're going to retire from the show. I want to thank everybody for being here. What I'm going to leave you with, boys and girls, is your headliner for Sunfest, and that is the one and only Coldacre. So let's check out one of Coldacre's originals, and you may or may not hear this tonight. Well, not tonight, but Saturday from Coldacre. But I'm really looking forward to their set, and frankly, I'm looking forward to everybody's set. I think it'll be great. So see you at Camp G-Maze Saturday night. I'd like to thank you, James, for being my guest tonight and sharing your lovely campfire with us. I'd like to thank Gary Hubbs for coming on. I'd like to thank Coldacre for coming on. And, of course, Lori's Mishmash. So we will see you on Saturday night, and we'll see you at Pole Vault and Sunshines tomorrow night for the weekend warm-up. Have a great week, everybody.
Slow